going to go for round two. He's going to go for the knock. Goes for the roll now. And he's spotted Serviel. Looks for the clip, but he's not going to be able to get it. Jumps out instead, but goes down.
Moving forward, trying to get a better position using the Smoker's advantage. Drives straight in.
Out instead, but goes down. Now it's just Portal alive. Poor Soul in a 1 versus 1, but he cannot do it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split WildCard Region Semi-Finals, and today it is going to be day number 2. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma. So today it's going to be groups A and C going up against each other, and that's going to mean that Sacred Famous is going to be back in it.
Yep, Famous will be there, and along with other names, and it will be a chance for the teams from Group A that could not do good yesterday to actually come up to their level and maybe just do good today, because for some teams it will be a fresh start, but for some teams it will be the grind that will be keep on going on and on. So it's gonna be really good in the plus and the minuses that's gonna happen today. And overall I think the matches are gonna be really interesting, because for now till now 16 teams have played and they have had their share of overall standings. So let's just have a look at their standings as well. As till now, NOChanceTeam was on the first, Exodus was on the second, BlackTeamMGL was on the third, DreamxTeam on the fourth, eSports on the fifth, SwankyGaming on the sixth, Andromeda on the seventh, GoodFellows was there on the 8th position, from 79 to 61 to 50, 47, 42, 38, 36, 32, and moving on. If we have to see about 9 to 16, the teams that want to make their names right now but could not, it's WMGxCloud on the 9th, Team Gravity on the 10th, Mysterious on the 11th, NoMercy on the 12th, LordNepal on the 13th, MT on the 14th, and GoodBoys is out there on the 15th position.
Yeah, but that was Group A and B, and today some of the teams from Group A will have a chance. As Ocean said, the teams that did not perform well, they will have a second chance sort of to step up to the mark that they want to. On the other side,
the best part, NOChance is still playing today.
Yeah, NOChanceTeam is still going to be playing today. Team Gravity is going to be there, I think, and that is going to be interesting because, as we said, Sacred Famous is going to be back in it. But let's have a look at the point distribution system. First place is going to give you 20 points. Second, it's going to be 14. Third is going to give you 10. Fourth, 8, and there is a decrease of 1 point as you go down in the standings till the point where you reach the 10th position. From 11 to 16, it's just going to be 1 point for wherever you finish, and 1 point per kill, as always, is going to result in the teams being really aggressive this time.
Yeah, that's totally true. And I mean, how kill point actually matters. It just comes into that equation where 2 teams might be having the same number of points, but then the judgment actually comes in. Suppose one team was super passive and the other one was super aggressive, and that is where the super aggressive team actually takes it, and it takes it to various maps, as Erangel, Sanhok, Miramar, Erangel. Those are the maps that will be played today. Erangel will be the first map and the last map, Sanhok, and yesterday it was Vikendi that was played in between, but now it's Miramar. So maybe too many snipers, too many DMRs, the usage of those things is going to be in the equation as well. They might come in handy for some players, for some teams overall. And Regis covers, Mirado, the vehicles, all those vehicle mechanics, all those things are going to come for the teams. But let's just have a look at the teams as well. We'll be looking through the teams in a while, and I would like to see what are the names and all those things. See, NoMercy, we know this team obviously, and NOChanceTeam, the team that godless in that team, AU godless that we were talking about yesterday. Team Gravity, Exodus, Savage Hunter, Mysterious, BlackTeamMGL, and SwankyGaming. These are the teams from Group A, but then there's another group.
Yeah, Group C is going to be playing today as well, so let's have a look at over there and see what strong teams we will get to see from that side. Because even Group C, as we were talking about, the teams in there are pretty aggressive. Look at this. Famous, it's Imperial GG, Pain Gaming, all the teams that like to fight it out instead of just waiting for the perfect situations. NOChance is going to be playing again, so NOChance and NOChanceTeam together. Watch My GP is going to be in there as well, and 4 Angry, Wolf Squad, Vengeance, in the early stages of the tournament, their performance was not so good, but still they managed to make it into the semi-finals.
Yeah, I mean, we remember the Miramar game, the game in which they came second, if I'm not wrong. Like Osprey, especially by Samjana in that one, that was pretty impressive. And Dinesh going on with some 1v2s in the other games, that was also really incredible. And this is a head-to-head of group stage and semi-finals of one team. You know, a team that is standing actually tall and on the top of the mountain right now. 100 kills was the dot number for them in the group stages, and so far in just one day they have 30. And you know, we have other games, as each and every team has to play 16 games overall, so they can just, you know, keep on increasing that number. Almost around 20,000, like 19,200 was the damage, and 4,589 as of now. So it's like 1/5 of the work has been done by them for now, and healing obviously less under 1,000 right now. So that is like impressive. 5,665 healing out there. So these are the stats of 12 games that they played in the group stage versus 4 that they have played just yesterday, and they'll be making it 8 today, no doubt.
Yeah, they will be making 8 today, and if the trend carries on, I think the stats are gonna look pretty much the same by the time we are done with 12 games in the semi-finals as well. But semi-finals is 16 games, so these stats will be better than the way they played in the group stage. And the thing is, NOChanceTeam, they actually have a pretty consistent performance.
In those 12 games, they had 2 chicken dinners, and right now in just 4 games, they have 2 chicken dinners. So I wanna ask something. If we can get the stats, like at the end of the day, I would want to compare the stats of the first day, yesterday, versus second day after 4 games. If we get that comparison, then we'll see if today they, you know, rise up or just go down, because that will be really much more impressive or something. But so far, I think NOChance is doing really good. Like, they have 2 chicken dinners already, while the other in the other stages they had 2 in the overall standing. So, but there's one team that, you know, we guys will be looking forward to.
Definitely, and it is going to be Scared Famous, as we say. But they are also coming back with a fresh start. So, as you said, anything can happen, anything can go wrong. So we have to see if they can carry forward the momentum that they built up for themselves during the group stages and carry it forward into the semi-finals. That is going to be important. On the other side, as I was saying, Vengeance. I want to keep an eye out for that team as well, just because, during the first few days of the group stages, their performance was like really bad. But towards the end, it was actually the polar opposite. They were performing really well. They were consistently having high standings, high placement points for themselves, and were getting a lot of kills as well. And if Vengeance actually keeps that form for themselves, they can make it in the top 16 and go all the way to the finals.
Yeah, exactly. That's just like one of the things that it all just comes on to how your performance is going. And if you're making mistakes, were you learning from them? Were you not learning from them? Because there were some teams in the group stages that started doing really good, but then sort of fall off. Some of them still qualified, but some of them did not make it by just 1 or 2 or 3 points on 24th and 25th position, 26th positions, all those things. So like there were those names, but then overall right now, it has been a really good journey by those teams. The teams that just made it, the teams that tried to make it, and the teams that are here. So let's just talk about some teams as well. Yesterday's performance, WMGxCloud. First game was really good. Then it sort of, fell apart in their gameplays. Then final game, they tried to recuperate once again. But overall, those were like one of the things. And then today, the teams that will be playing, like Imperial GG, it's an incredible name as well in itself.
Yeah, Imperial GG is also a pretty incredible team. They had a lot of kills for themselves as well, and that is one thing. So Imperial GG is Scared Famous in the same group. As soon as these two teams come in together, you know there are going to be a good amount of early game fights. Or even in the later stages, it's going to be those 4v4 battles that you are going to witness from these two teams. And on the other side, another good team. It is going to be another 2 good teams, Pain Gaming and WMGxCloud. So they have a pretty weird situation for themselves as well. As you said, the initial performances were good. Pain is going to start playing today, and it happened with Pain as well during the group stages, wherein the performance on the first few days was so good. They were sticking around in the top 8, but then they sort of fell down. But let's have a head-to-head between Imperial GG and NOChanceTeam. Their performance during the group stages. So 71 kills to 100. 13,742 damage given to 7,000 healing done from Imperial GG, and NOChanceTeam almost dishing out 4 times the damage than they took. So compare that. The ratio over there is like 50%. Over here it's like 25% damage being taken for NOChanceTeam. Headshots 25 to 19. Chicken dinners 2 for both these teams. Points difference is also not that big once you look into the contest that 12 games were played, 214 and 193.
Yeah, that's like one of the things. But then all that comes is on the fact that Imperial is a super aggressive team, but then No Chance is much more aggressive. But they control their aggression. Like damage given to damage taken, it's that comparison, because damage given is like you can just rush in, your players will also die, and you'll just come out there all alone without your players surviving. No doubt you'll be creating 4 kills for yourself, but you'll be losing 3 as well. But on the other hand, what Famous actually does is, suppose Marvel just goes in, Amara keeps the back, and they just just try to stay there and try to give the adequate cover fire, so that Marvel, once he is shooting, he does not get shot at that same time. So that is how damage given is less and hence healing is damage taken is less, hence healing is less. So that's like one of the things that the team actually goes for.
Because it is always the same entry that goes in, and it's just one guy who's taking majority of the damage, and the other guys just come in for the wipeout as the enemy team is just focused on one person.
And there is one more team. I mean, Team Gravity.
Yeah.
We and everyone, their fans and all, have a lot of expectations from that team, because Team Gravity, they dominated the first and the second day of the group stage, and after that it was sort of falling down. Like Team Gravity yesterday, one of the matches, I guess it was Sanhok or something, they played with 3 members only. Sinister came out in the 4th match when there was that house fight that just happened between WMGx, Team Gravity, and ZOC Esports, and all those teams that just were taking fight in that 3rd party, 4th party situation Vikendi. So Team Gravity, they have their fight, but they fall short when it comes to the quick decision capabilities of if you need to charge in, if you need to rush out, and all those things. Because you can see, like, as of now, no doubt they have 18 kills, but then there's that chicken dinner performance that they are lacking for now. The damage is really good as compared to, because these are 4 games only, and in 4 games if they are going for 3,847 damage, that's a really good number. 1,700 almost healing for themselves. But the one thing that they are lacking right now, you see, the first placement team is at 71 points, and they are still at 27. They have the capability of reaching in their first day or something. They had almost around in the group stages. In the first day they had around 50-ish points. Right now they are at 27. I know the competition is tough, but the thing is that if you have that capability, these are the same teams that we were fighting against at the first days and the second days. So we'll have to see what they can actually bring out to the table when the fights will be happening and all those things, when those things are going to be coming out there. And then there are some more teams like Exodus. Exodus is an incredible team, we know, but then they fall off if one of the player goes down. We have seen that in the group stages. Like Khusle, if Khusle goes down, Exodus, Ani and all, they tend to fall short. If Ani goes down, Exodus, Khusle and all, they tend to fall short and all those things. Savage is also an incredible team, just out in the group A, if I'm not wrong. So those have been the things. All right, so this is the comparison, as you can see. As of now, the points are really good. I mean, they are in that top 3 bracket right now, so that's a really good thing. All that they need to work on is not falling short, because if that happens, even at one point, it's just gonna go down for the whole team, and obviously the team would not be wanting that.
Yeah, I agree with that. The team does not want to fall down, and as we were talking about during the I remember our conversation on the last day of the group stages about this team. They sort of have learned and grown through the group stages, because day 1, it was like total chaos what was happening. Khusle was totally separated from his teammates. The other 2 guys were just go in and die, and then there was this one guy who was finishing off with 3 kills or 2 kills, whatever he could grab for himself. But then from day 3 onwards is when we actually saw this team sort of come in together as a unit, and they started sticking together. Still, back then, it wasn't a 4-man roster that they were playing with, just 3 people coming in. But then as soon as they got the 4 people together, it was a totally different playstyle that you would see. All of them know exactly what to do. It is like it's just one guy making the calls, and everyone follows with complete trust. So that is something that needs to happen. And if you do that, if you have the skilled players on your roster to do that, then the team's result will definitely showcase, like Exodus is playing right now. Because yesterday, their performance was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that is totally true. So we'll have to see what happens with Exodus today, because these are the teams that are sitting out in the top 3, like No Chance, Exodus, all those things. And Famous is the team that has the capability of going to top 3. So let's just why not jump into the game right now, because the first game will be on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, as we are talking for Erangel. The plane path is out there from Georgopol to Lipovka, Mansion, Yasnaya, Rose Rozok School ruins. George Pol, obviously, good areas are going to be out there. The northern areas are going to be in the close proximity. If you're going to go to Zaki, you can. Seveni, you can. Stalba Kamishki, you can. Pochinki, Shelter, Prison are good areas to drop Gatka as well. But the southern side is one that is just, left off for now.
It is going to be left off, definitely. So Ferry Pier, Milta, Novo, military base, they are all going to be sort of taboo areas for everyone right now. But we still have to see. Anyone can go for the rotation. Team Gravity, once again, taking the exit close to the western bank, western beach of the main island. But on the other side, Exodus, they are heading towards the northern part of the city right now. And are they going to go for the George Pol city drop? Or are they going to go for the Zarki sort of a situation for them? So it is going to be the George Pol city.
Yeah, the drop is George Pol city right now. And Mysterious is going to go to George Pol. And Team Gravity on their proper drop location that they go for, the shore one. WMG might go to the Pochinki area. Imperial is one thing that we'll have to see, because one of the players of Imperial is diving slow while the other players are diving fast right now. NoMercy is going to start their game with Yasna Apolian, and Famous is going to 7-in. Let's see where the circle goes, because that is the thing that is going to make all the teams rotate to itself. So circle is fairly right in the hands of Rozok right now, and the school area. And talking about school, IMP Punisher, look at him, just 1 HP is where he is surviving, as 4 Angry is starting up an early fight. And I think one more shot, and yes, weapon goes down, and with 1 bullet, 1 headshot that just happened out here, and Punisher was on 1 HP. He's on 75 right now, but obviously this is going to be something really bad. And Eugene has more ammo for his gun, for his AKM. He would like to reload that if anything. And alright, so Imperial versus SwankyGaming versus 4 Angry. That is going to be a bad thing. SwankyGaming wants to take that kill for himself. And will it be a kill steal from Deagle? I don't know right now. But 4 Angry, if they took him down, I think they should be finishing him anytime soon.
Yeah, they should confirm the kill for themselves. But on the other side, if Ghost actually finds a gun, he is going to go in on weapon. And he actually does. Finds a Scarrel, goes for the finish. The kill being given away. But that is not going to matter, because Imperial GG with that player down in that exact spot out in the open, they were already in trouble, and now they're going to be in even more trouble, since SwankyGaming are going to come in engaging first before 4 Angry do something. So School Apartments could be the place that Imperial lose this game in the early stages. Quite unfortunate, and this is what we say. RNG, randomness of the game, is going to be heavily involved in this, and if you do not find a gun, you land in a bad spot, you just die.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly like one of the things that just happens out there. But for now, we'll have to see. Now, Imperial have lost 1 play in the earliest of the stage, like even less than like 2 minutes or something. Yeah. So how does it affect them? Because they are still stuck here. There's SwankyGaming on one side, there's 4 Angry on the other side, and they are stuck in between. So how will it affect their game plan? Talking about gameplays, there is NoMercy out here, and there are 3 squads in Yasna Apoliana as well. If you would like to see, because these areas, there should not be early fights in these areas, but there's Vengeance out there. There's NoMercy out there. There's another team, as you can see, team number 7, that is out there. So we'll have to see a team BlackMGL. So all right. Oh, this is something. They all are always going to go to Yasna, because all 3 teams have their drops. Till now, there was no fight like in this, because Black used to rotate earlier, and NoMercy will be fighting with Vengeance, if you remember, like in the final days and all those things. But for now, I think so Team Black is also going to go for the fights, if anything.
Yeah, they are going to try and get those early kills for themselves, gather as many points as they can. But once again, so this is going to be interesting, as No Chance, look at the normal No Chance. They are on the Lipovka side for themselves. And on the underside, towards the Milta Power area, we have Wolves, the squad of Wolves present there. So the rotations are going to be pretty difficult for them when they start coming in towards the circle. On the other side, Team Gravity, I think that has to be the easiest location inside the player zone right now. Because they, as we said, they are in the somewhere in the middle of Gatka and Query, and no one, literally no one, is present if you see in their direction from the circle. But NoMercy right now closing in towards the BlackTeamMGL. They have the guns on them, but are they going to go for these fights? Because if you look at Kill's inventory, he does not have good heals on him, just 15 bandages. So long range battle inside the compounds might work for him, but he tries to rush. And he is not covered for. If he goes down while rushing out in the open, he is going to be dead. And if he gets revived again, he will need a lot of time to be healthy enough to come back in a fight. But now, 4 Angry's Eugene still looking at the school apartments, trying to spot the players. But Black Team Manta on the other side, NoMercy, losing one guy, Gangski. So this is going to be a lot of trouble out in the open. We have seen this fight once before.
Yeah.
And it was in the group stages, out in the open. Yasna-Poliana fight coming in between these two teams, and it was the same thing. You rush in, go for a knock, and then you die.
History is repeating itself overall right now. But then look at this. Team Black is actually applying pressure on NoMercy. As you see, Fury is on one side. It won't allow NoMercy's players to go back. I mean, Shred can go for the cover fires, if anything, but Manta is going to be at the higher grounds. Fury is going to be up front, and Black Hell is going to be behind NoMercy. So there's only one direction there from where NoMercy can just go back and just, just stay in the area. Otherwise, there's going to be no other place. And this grenade, will it go that far? I don't think so. It's just going to stay out there. Yeah, it's just going to stay out there in the open road. And that's one bad thing. Now it gives the location of Shred that there was one player who was throwing grenades. It can be either of those houses for Black Hell, and he has spotted one of the players as well. It's just the information. Look at that. Black Fury is just moving in forward on those triple houses, the triple warehouse right now. And the smoke will be done so that he can just go in. And the smoke has been thrown. Hazy has a K9, but not a good scope so that he can just spot the players out. But SwankyGaming, they are moving to Yasnaya for a change right now. That is so different from them, but they are getting shot at as well. SwankyGaming had the earliest of the fights. They took one of the kills from the other side on the school area, but now they are out here taking the fights and they are being shot. The vehicle was broken. Black Fury goes down as well as Shred 2K makes up an opening. They lost one player, but they are ready for it. Black Manta has also been spotted in the earliest of the stages. SwankyGaming goes down as Vengeance is taking fights. So 4 different teams around Yasnaya.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-2 fight going on.
It is going to be a 2-2 fight, but SwankyGaming, Ghost being knocked down in the open, that is going to be so in trouble. But 4 Angry, Eugene is going to be taken by the player of No Chance. Shred 2K, he goes for the charge in. Hell, the damage has been taken, but the Uzi in hand is not pretty accurate while running around. Black Fury, he has been knocked down on the first floor, so that revive is going to be pretty tricky for the side of BlackTeamMGL. But Hazy goes charging in. Oh, he gets knocked down. The Uzi brawls coming in from both these teams, and Shred 2K, he's going to get a knock on Hell. That's just going to leave Black with just one man standing. Is that going to work out for them as Manta from the high ground? Can he take this fight? Zeus is quite far away from his team. He's back in this and he joins in. Can go for a backstab on kill.
Zeus is out there. Manta's gonna go in. Manta's gonna charge in. Godless goes on the other side in the school area. But right now, this Yasna area, you can see Manta he wants to go out either out in the open or just wants to stay to give the cover fire so the Black Hell can come back and get revive out there. NoMercy's players also getting revive right now. Now the revives are gonna kick in so the players can be at the square one and can just fight once again. You can see Vengeance out there in the longer area, and they are taking fight against the other teams as well. But right now, you can see Shred 2K. He's gonna just stay here because he knows there's an opponent out right in front of him. And Mysterious also goes down as Famous comes into their equation. And jump shots coming in. Shred 2K's health is so low right now, but Kill manages to take him down. On the other hand, NoMercy, they are still losing players right now. Shred is on low health. Kill is still surviving. 2 players with good amount of health are moving in. Manta and Hell, can they just take this fight and revive their players as well? No, Hell goes down. Just one player, Manta, and that will be the end as Team BlackTeamMGL becomes the first team to exit the server right now.
1 versus 2 situation, and Kill still managed to clash that one out for his team, but that was pretty incredible. But coming back to this, NOChanceTeam up against the squad of Imperial GG. We were talking about this, a really aggressive squad from Group C against a really aggressive squad from Group A. This is going to be really interesting as Imperial GG, they have control of the school apartments, but school is a really big area. It's a big building where you can use it for rotations, and the fights are going to be in your favor mostly. But once again, the circle has shifted, centered around the middle of Rozhok and school shooting range. So shooting range, Severny, the eastern part of Georgopol City, Georgopol Containers, and Rozhok. Pretty safe locations. Sane, but talking about being safe, no one is going to be safe from Famous Marvel, especially the squad of Mysterious, as they just charge in and kill all of them in an instant.
Yeah, and the airdrop out here on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, 37 seconds to the circle. The airdrop has an AWM. The second circle is going to collapse really soon. Team Gravity on the screen, they haven't had a fight right now. All of them have 0 kills, but we would like to see what happens if they just go for the fight, because this team is one of the most aggressive teams out there for the wild card entry, and we'll have to see what they can go for, because I mean, Team Gravity is good with rotations. The quick decision capability is one thing that they are lacking right now, and that capability comes in on the end circles. And did you see the minimap? They are being chased by a team right now, and that's WMGxCloud. And look at this, Team Gravity. Now the chasers are becoming the chasees as they are taking fight against WMGxCloud. They are stopped here, and it's a 4 versus 4 proper fight that's going to happen, a proper brawl. Brad is moving into the other direction. Close is also out. Whitey is going for a grenade right now. The grenade can do damage, does not actually. But on the other side, Team Gravity is located in 2 houses. WMGx on 1 house and one's in the open. I would like to see where is the player that was going for the flank as well. Whitey goes down as grenade from Octus just comes in. This gives them an opportunity to charge in, to go in. Will TG just go in right now? Will it be a 4 versus 4 fight and the 4 kills? Will the 4 kills be in one team's manner? As Cocktail is going to be using the Uzi, but he was damaged on the other side. Goes for the reload. It's 35. Sabo is going in out as well. Whitey goes down. Whitey has been finished. Now it's just Cocktail out here surviving alongside one person that's on the close. As Brad has also been spotted, he is low on HP right now. Sabo is on the other side. He can close Cocktail out here. He can just chase him down and can hunt him down. As you can see, Sabo's location is a really crucial one. Hakazu goes down from the behind as Close was out here, and Close has been spotted. Close goes down just on 1 HP, barely surviving. Needs to heal up. Will he heal up in enough time to just take the fight once for him? As out there, I mean, Wolf Squad is also taking fight with Imperials right now. Imperials are going down. Octus goes down from behind. Close the M16. Will the M16 do the damage? Brad is out there on low HP with his M4 right now, and Brad goes down. It's just down to 1 player. Close. Can he take the fight against Sabo, or what's gonna happen? No, he cannot, as Sabo saves the day right now. 1 player, otherwise it would have been the end game for TG.
Yeah, it was the 2 players that were left behind, Sabo and Close, who actually survived in the end. Rest everyone else charged inside the houses and just died basically. On the other side, once Close actually got 2 knocks for himself, I think he should have gone for the finish, at least securing some points for the team and putting TG in some pressure. But charging in like that in a situation where you know there is still 1 man from the enemy squad left standing, it was a questionable decision. Still, watch my GP, they have been eliminated. I think mistakes are going to be fixed in the second game. Talking about things being fixed, the Grows are coming into this game with the extended quick draw mag for the snipers, the teasers that Ocean talks about always, the things that he hates.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. But then look at this. Vengeance, they are moving in forward. The teams are moving in forward on them. Jivas is low on HP. Look at that. The player is right in front of him. On the other side, he's going for the pre-fires. But Pain Maga's gun is going to do much more damage. And it's going to be Pain Maga, the lone survivor. The reload kicks in. The reload out there. Dinesh with 1 HP. Both the teams are reloading their vehicles. What's going to happen? Pain Maga goes on from behind as the other team, Wolf Squad, just helps them out. And this is going to be a revive coming in. Wolf Squad just held it. And that was the turning point. Vengeance is surviving to see the day. 11 teams still remain, 36 players alive, and the circle is gonna kick in a while right now.
Yeah, the revive needs to come in, and as you said, it needs to come in now, because they look at that. NoMercy, even they are still in this one, and they are right behind them. But Wolf Squad, they have spotted the players from the side of Vengeance. The 3 players, the smoke wall has been made for them to rotate out of there. But the shots being fired with that mini 14. Meow, can he catch anyone off guard? I think he can, as on the other side, Shred 2K is going to get a knock. Javas, he's going to be taken down by the play zone, and another one is going to be Dinesh is going to be falling down to the play zone as well. So the blue zone is doing a lot of damage, and Wolf Squad can take advantage of that situation to take out the players from the side of Vengeance, resulting in another team taking an early exit. Talking about early exit, NoMercy and Vengeance, they are being forced to fight it out in the blue zone right now, so they need to be careful as well. Now Wolf Squad is going to be in the blue zone, so everyone needs to rotate to the circle. He just left him.
It was like, wait, I don't want to sit it right now in the car. And Famous is having a fight with Exodus, if I'm not wrong. I mean, they were shooting out the players and just taking them down. They are fairly inside the circle right now. Look at them just moving in forward, going in through the smoke, charging in through the smoke. That can be deadly for Exodus, as the players have been spotted and they were taken out. Exodus is going down. Zerg that was taken out, and now it was Kusle that just went out. And their smoke will be held to loot for themselves. And no chances. Chaos just moving in forward. Utsku is still sitting out there, but Famous is doing really good. I mean, this team is going to be having like 6 or 7 kills for itself right now.
Yeah, Famous, they have been doing pretty well. But on the other side, SwankyGaming, they are going to drop Choconut from the side of NOChanceTeam, and the finish is going to come in as well. But Leo needs to be careful. He's sitting there with just 10 HP on himself. So if the players from the side of NOChanceTeam actually come charging in towards these doors, they are going to be in so much trouble. Ghost on the top, on the rooftop right now with its Scar L was looking to spot some of the players going in for the rotations, but now SwankyGaming, the squads from every single direction, they are closing in. You see squad number 15 on the minimap just passing by, but on the other side, NOChanceTeam, they come in contact with the squad of Wolves. One player being knocked down. Chaos, he has been knocked down as well. And now Usuku, can you get this one for your team? But Godless is going to come in as Yuga is going to be taken down. Mia, he was surviving there with just 10 health, and he is going to be finished off. Smoker is the only man left from the side of Wolf squad, but how long can he survive? The smoke being popped by Usuku is going to result in the revive for the teammate to come in. So NOChanceTeam, they are going to be in trouble now, as NOChance is going to come in as well. On the other side, Vengeance is going to take an exit from this game.
Alright, we have 10 teams winning, 26 players. The revives are coming in. Yes, revive them right now, because after 14 seconds, the circle might shift from your direction to the other direction. I mean, the second island, the smaller island, is still inside the circle right now. And there's 4 Angry that is just rotating through that area. That's quite a different strategy, because there's going to be no one behind them. And obviously, there's no one behind them right now. Famous on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, trying to take some fights. Wolf squad, Ebola is low on health, and Smoker is going to be out there just to give the revive out there. But Usuku and Chaos are just gonna sit, wait for it. Godless goes down from behind, because if it's Famous, obviously the fight is gonna happen, and Usuku takes down Marvel, who was low on his health right now. So Usuku is gonna be, the one taking out the fight. But imagine if the car just blasts out here, and the player just goes for the car, and the car gets blasted. It's gonna be the end game for Usuku as well. I mean, they have lost one player. Godless is down right now. Revives should be kicking in anytime soon. Revives are needed right now. The circle is closing in slowly and steadily. The circle is coming, and I think they haven't revived. Amara is out there just trying to go for some information for some shots that can just come out. And one more player, Musket, goes down. His M16 comes in from SwankyGaming. So Famous is being contested by 2 different directions.
Yeah, Famous, they are going to be in trouble now. SwankyGaming, that M16 from Kumagia, it is doing the wonders. Oh, a lot of damage being given down, and Marvel is going to be taken down as well. Amara coming in from behind. So the players from the side of Famous, they are there for the backup, and the revives can come in on time. But how long can the squad of Famous survive this onslaught from 2 different directions? Amara is there for the support. Marvel is out in the open. Can you survive? Can you be careful? Oh, the 2 remaining players from the side of Exodus, they are being caught out by NOChanceTeam, as B1 is going to be taken down. That's just going to leave Annie, the only person standing. And Annie, can you stay in this one, or is Annie also being taken down, resulting in Exodus taking an early exit from this game on the 10th position? The shots being fired with that Scar L, not managing to catch anyone off guard. But Famous on the slope of that mountain. Chaos has spotted out the 2 players, but still the damage was not given to them.
Susaw goes down from his own grenade. That should not count in the grenadier skills, but still, he goes out by his own grenade, and we'll have to see what happens out in the next of the games right now. Famous Amara still out there. We'll have to see what happens out there. NoMercy skill. One more shot if that just connects, and yes, that connects by Godless, because that guy is going to be out there if the kill feed is going to dance out there. So NOChance still having one chance out there, just going for Exodus right now. Ani will be surviving. But look at this. 1 pixel. 1 pixel. If his 1 pixel gets shot at, spotted at from that direction, obviously the player is going to go down. Famous Musket has to run into the zone right now, but in the edge of the zone, there are going to be players. Gatekeeping, knowingly or unknowingly. Can he make it to the zone right now, or will his name be out there in the kill feed? Amara still out there. Exodus players, they have had a revive. They are going for the first stage, but not before they'll be spotted and shot at. Musket, the player that was outside the circle, is inside the circle. You know that he is going to do the damage. No, he's not inside the circle. He was taking the fights outside the circle, was taken down, and the kill will be given to SwankyGaming's players. Amara, the lone survivor, 7 kills out there. Don't want an early exit. Even right now, if the team just goes down, that will be 10th position or something. So they don't want that. And 1 squad goes down, that's going to be Exodus out there. Amara just still surviving for the team, still surviving for the hopes of the team. Has to go inside the circle. 100 meters, 0 seconds. Needs to run right now. Otherwise, it will be much more of a problem for them.
I think Exodus being taken down did result in the path being cleared for the side of Amara, but how safe is it going to be as SwankyGaming and Godless? Oh, Ocean, you were right about this, man. Takes down 2 from the side of SwankyGaming, engaging on NOChanceTeam when Godless is still there. That has to be the riskiest decision to be ever made, but now Amara is right behind this entire situation. The straight line that can be drawn from NoMercy, SwankyGaming, and the team of NOChanceTeam. So Amara needs to be really careful this time around. But Shred2k, he is still standing strong for his team. 2 of the only players surviving for their squads. Shred2k from NoMercy and Famous Amara is still in there as the circle. The blue zone is gonna come in slowly and steadily. The damage is gonna be dealt, and even with the chip damage, you need to be careful. But this time, it's not gonna be chip damage. It's gonna be a little bit of it is gonna be normal damage basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be much more out there. NoMercy just exits with 7 kill. Amara just moving in, charging in right now. SwankyGaming still outside the circle, but they don't need to care because 4 players were surviving, and now they'll be inside the circle. Godless still surviving out there. Godless and also 2 players. SwankyGaming's Leo, they have spotted them. Imperial is still surviving on the other side. Team Gravity surviving for the first time out in this one, so that's going to be a really good thing. No chances. 1 player. Erangel goes down as World Squad's players are going in. Sabo takes out the kill of Erangel, just stealing it. That means he was just ready for it. That was a really different scenario out there. Now the players are going to stay at the edge of the zone. No Chance gets eliminated on the 8th position. We'll have to see what happens with the other teams right now, as the proper No Chance team, the Godless one, is still surviving. Well, how long can they go? Famous gets out, as well as Octus just spots him, takes him down right now.
Yeah, Amara, the last person standing, was taken down. Famous, they're not going to be happy about their performance in this game. But now, we still have to see down to the top 6 team, 15 players alive. And this is going to be an open flatland fight for all these teams. Who is going to get the chicken in, as Team Gravity is sitting in there with all 4 players and 8 kills for themselves. On the other side, SwankyGaming is in there with all 4 players, 4 kills for them right now. NOChanceTeam, just 2 people alive, 5 kills for as of now. Wolf Squad, again with 2 people. Imperial GGs with 2 people, but no kills. 4 Angry is in there with just 1 guy and no kills on them. So the kill points are not going to be important for these teams. They need to go for placement right now, since they are going to be outnumbered. They have lost a lot of players on them already. But the other 2 teams, SwankyGaming and Team Gravity, since they have the teammates for them, they are going to be aggressive this time around, as we see Octus just ramming the shoot button on that Mini 14 and firing those shots towards the player from the side of SwankyGaming. Some damage was given away, but not enough. But Ghost, he's going to spot out NOChanceTeam with Suku. Suku has been taken down. In the meanwhile, 4 Angry take an exit from the game, as the last surviving member was killed off. Who is going to go down? SwankyGaming taking 2 fights at the same time. NOChanceTeam is being engaged upon by SwankyGaming. And from the down low, it's going to be Team Gravity. The players are looking to spot the players of SwankyGaming just because they want to clear their backs before they move in towards the center.
Each and every side, the fights are happening. The players know the locations. They want to pop those heads right now, as Team Gravity is looking really good for the final. Look at that. SwankyGaming Mongolia through the smoke takes the players down, and now would like to finish it. He says to finish him, and Batman might just go down and might not get a revive, as the clock is ticking on him. 1 more smoke is needed. After that, the movement should be happening, but I don't think so. Batman might just end out there, and Wolf Squad's player also goes down. Imperial Batman's kills have been taken out by the players. 1 airdrop arriving, but I don't think so players are going to be worried about it until and unless that airdrop stays there in the final circle and gives up a pretentious cover. World Squad Smoker still surviving. No chances. 2 players still surviving. Imperial Ray goes down. That's going to be the end of Imperial GG out in this one. So 4 teams winning, ladies and gentlemen. 11 players surviving. World Squad with 1 player. No Chance team still with 2 players out there. SwankyGaming and Team Gravity with 4 each.
Yeah, 4 players for Team Gravity this time around. They have a lot of kills as well. So if they get the chicken dinner for them, this is going to be a pretty incredible boost for them compared to the performance from yesterday. And Team Gravity, they do want that first position for themselves. They want to secure their position in the top 16 for the finals. And it is going to be every game counting in. But Wolf Smoker, he does get 1 for himself right now. So 4 teams, 10 people alive. 4 versus 3 versus 2 versus 1. Wolf Squad Smoker, he has been spotted out, but can he survive for long enough inside the blue zone? I don't think so. He needs a lot of heals. Octus on the backlines has spotted our players from the side of NOChanceTeam. They are still not moving downhill. But in a meanwhile, in the next couple of seconds, in fact, after 30 seconds, they will be forced to move. Smokey is going to step out in the open, but the shot's not connecting. Oh, they do connect. And Godless is the man, is the legend as he gets the kill for his team. And down to the top 3. NOChanceTeam, they have confirmed 6 kills for themselves. SwankyGaming with 3 players in there, 6 kills as well. And Team Gravity on the downslope. Oh, Ghost, he takes a lot of damage, Octus, but still survives with like 5 health on it.
Yeah, now Godless has to move in. Usuko has to move in the other area. They are SwankyGaming right in front of them. Has the info. He spots the player. Takes one out. Incredible. Out by Godless. Out here. Has 3 kills for himself. Level 1 helmet. Level 3 vest. Totally broken. Out in this one. Still wants the fight. Still is taking the fight. What's going to happen out in this one? We'll have to see the second player out there. Second player takes him down. This is going to be Uzuko's fight. Will the fight be taken up or not as Uzi is going in? Uzi is charging. Spots one. Takes him down. Impressive gameplay by NOChance for this one. Confirming the kills this time. They have pretentious kills for themselves. Godless has been taken out. This is a fight of Usuku right now. What's gonna happen out in this one? We'll need to see. Team Gravity still surviving. SwankyGaming 2 players still surviving out there. SwankyGaming with 1 player still surviving. 1 versus 4. Team Gravity has the numbers advantage. Sabo, they have each and everything for themselves. They are out wide in the open so that they can take the fight for themselves. We'll have to see what happens out in this one. SwankyGaming versus NC Usuku. If they spot each other, it's gonna be a 1v4 later on. So let's see how the fights just go in, how the fights just charge in. Key out there. Key has been spotted. The shots were given on his direction, but mostly not connecting out in this one.
The shot's not connecting. Key, he has the drop for cover. Ooh, some of them actually connect. Usuku, he needs to confirm this kill for himself just so he can go out with an extra point for his team. And Key, who is going to get this guy? He's out in the open. He's just behind the drop. And he is just standing there with like 2 health on him. Oh, the heal comes in and it was Haikasu from the side of Team Gravity who got the kill. And now Usuku, the only man surviving. All the players, all 4 players from the side of Team Gravity charge in on him, finish him off and get the chicken dinner for them. NOChanceTeam, which is 2 players finishing on the 2nd position.
I mean, they finish on the 2nd position, but still with 8 kills. This is still going to keep them at the top of the mountain. I mean, nothing is going to change anything. But then, this game is going to give Team Gravity a huge boost. And obviously, the boost that they wanted, the boost that they needed. And maybe, just maybe, today's Team Gravity's day.
Yeah, today can be Team Gravity's day because this game was pretty amazing. Starting from the Asnapuliana fights and coming in towards the northern part.
Starting from the school fights.
Yeah, starting from the school fights.
The first kill was a kill steal.
Yeah, first kill being stolen away, and I think Imperial, they were in trouble as well today. So the teams that we expected to do good today they did not perform really well. Let's have a look at the MVP and see which player from the side of Team Gravity got it. It's going to be Octus with 4 kills, 896 damage, and 6.59 kilometers traveled.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing, like almost like 900 damage for this player. So damage stats were also really good by this player. Just coming out in this one from TG Octus, and this was just one player. We'll be talking about the top 5 players as well that dealt damage. And if I remember correctly, there were quite a lot of players that had 4 kills for their bank. So there will be a lot of players that will be right in front of Octus. So all it will come down to is the damage dealing, that where they were dealing the damage for themselves and all those things. But right now, I think Team Gravity has had a really good run in this one so far. Like on the first game of the second day, they've had a good run. They've learned from their mistakes, and Octus is one example of that, just who proves it. But then there are other players as well. So let's see what is gonna happen. And yes, obviously all players will be out there with 4 kills, and Godless. Oh, all right. If the name is out there, he is gonna be out there.
Yeah, he's gonna be out there. Does not matter that he has 4 kills, the same as everyone else. The damage is gonna be 100 more, almost 100 more than the second guy. 987 damage on Godless alone. Octus is gonna be on the second with 896 damage. Kumagia on the third with 851. Shred 2K from NoMercy is gonna be on the fourth with 592, and Famous Marvel is gonna be there with 471 damage. So again, sort of a crazy situation wherein the teams from Group C that you expected to do really well did not even perform right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was just one of the things that we expected them to just outshine.
At least a top 4 finish from the side of Famous. That was what we expected.
Yeah.
But this time they fell apart a little bit. But let's have a look at the standings and see how many points they got for themselves. Yeah, so this is what we were expecting. They got eliminated quite early on, but they had a lot of kills. So a top 4 finish is definitely going to be there for Famous. But Team Gravity getting that chicken dinner, 31 points for them. NoChanceTeam on the second position, 22 points. SwankyGaming on the third, 17 points. Famous on the fourth, 14 points. Wolf Squad on the fifth with 13 points. NoMercy on the sixth with 10 points. Imperial GG on the seventh with 7 points just for the placements, and 4 Angry is going to be on the 8th with 6 points.
7th and 8th position teams, they had 0 kills. Just imagine, like they managed to come out that top, but the fights were not in the direction. But moving on, we have to see the other teams that were out there. Let's see, see No Chance also just moving on and had 0 kills out in that one. When Jens was out there, they had the Yasnaya fights for themselves, and SwankyGaming just charged in, so they have 2 kills for them. They're on 10th, BlackTeamMGL on 11th. Exodus on 12th. Exodus also being a big name, just getting eliminated early. Pain Gaming, Watch My GP, one more name out there, and Mysterious as well.
The Exodus, Pain, and Watch My GP, those have to be the 3 biggest upsets from this game. Because these squads during the group stages, Exodus during the semi-finals as well, yesterday's games, they were pretty amazing. Pain Gaming, Watch My GP from the group stages had really strong performances and had a lot of momentum coming in from the group stage as well. But today in the first game, could this be the breaking point for these teams?
Probably. This can be a point that just changes everything for these teams out for themselves. But then, for now, let's just have a look at the overall standing. Let's see which teams are going to be out where, because obviously, No Chance. They are the first team to actually touch that 100-point mark right now. Have 2 chicken dinners for themselves yesterday. Exodus is out there on second, but the difference is still a massive 164. That's quite a lot of difference out there. Team Gravity, they have had a good jump. See, they were supposed to have a good jump with the chicken dinner. They just go for it and have 58 points, 28 for placement, 28 for total kills. That's good. Third position for them. SwankyGaming also had a good jump in this one. Black Team, Dream Team, Zeus, and Andromeda. So the teams that are not playing, Dream Team, Zeus, and Andromeda, are going to go down, obviously. Black Team, they are playing today, but still they did not have that good of a run in this one. That SwankyGaming just took their place.
Yeah, and okay, another important thing. There's a massive difference between the first 2 teams.
Yeah.
There's a massive drop in there, but let's move on to the second quarter. So NoMercy on the 9th position, GoodFellows on the 10th, WMGxCloud on the 11th for now, Mysterious on the 12th, LordNepal on the 13th, MT on the 14th, Famous, they are on the 15th position, and Wolf Squads on the 16th for now. And moving on, let's have a look at the other teams as well who are in a bad situation. So GoodBoys with 4 games played, they are on the 17th. Imperial GG on the 18th. 4 Angry on the 19th. No Chance is going to be on the 20th. Vengeance is going to be 21st. Watch My GP on the 22nd. And Pain Gaming on the 23rd.
Yeah, so now these are the overalls that are out here, I mean, for now. But then moving on, see, some teams have had a really good run for themselves.
Yeah.
Some other teams have had a different run for themselves. Like Team Gravity, yesterday they were not that good, but now they just come up from all their mistakes and everything, and just now they are really good. And the other teams will have to just look forward for them, but then all of that will be happening in the other matches.
Yeah, all of that will be happening in the other matches. The next game is going to be played on Sanhok, but that is going to happen after we come back from a short break. So you guys just stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split WildCard Region Semi-Finals, and now it is going to be time for game number 2 on day number 2. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, the man who can't stop making fun of me.
I don't even try. It just comes naturally to me. But the first game was really good. Like Team Gravity, just securing that position. The thing that they want to, they are at that position right now. But Sanhok is gonna be a difficult one, maybe for them.
Yeah, it can be a difficult one because the way they played on this one, the early engagements can actually be punished. And Sanhok was one of the games where they got wiped out early yesterday as well. So let's have a look at the top 5 damage dealers before we head into the game. It's gonna be Godless sitting on the first position. I mean, the man has God in his name, and as we say, AU Godless was the title given to him yesterday. 2,962 damage. SwankyGaming's Kumagia is going to be on the second one, 2,292 damage on him. On the third position, it's going to be Sabu from the Team Gravity with 1,891 damage. Fourth position being given to Choconut from NOChanceTeam, 1,805 damage, and fifth it's going to be Exodus Kusle with 1,747 damage. So Exodus also, as we were talking about before, during the post game of the last game, their performance fell apart.
Yeah, but the major factor right now is Team Gravity. I mean, they are slowly just trying to go for it. What if? The difference is still a lot, but it's like 1,200-ish difference.
Yeah.
What if they just have a really amazing games and they just throw Godless out of that? Because this can happen.
This can definitely happen. I would agree with that, because the first game could actually be the momentum builder for Team Gravity that they needed for the day of today. Yesterday, as Ocean pointed out, yesterday's performance of Team Gravity, it was not that great, but today the way they started out, it was incredible. And if they can keep it going for at least 2 more games, I think their position is going to be secured for tomorrow when they won't be playing the games.
Yeah, I mean, that is just one thing that can just happen. I mean, it will be a rest day for them.
Yeah.
But then their work will be done for them already, and that work done will obviously, it will be a really good thing for the players out there, for the teams out there. But for that they'll have to work it all right now, and we'll have to see, because 3 games are still remaining, and that's going to be like Sanhok, Miramar, and Erangel once again. So Sanhok, in Sanhok, there's one thing that just happens, because the map is so small. Your drop location can be contested really easily, like not on the areas like boot camp or paradise, but the other areas, the other major areas. So we'll have to see like what happens out in those areas.
Yeah, we definitely have to see what is going to happen on those locations. As we saw yesterday as well, boot camp was contested. It was the reason for demise of one team early on. Paradise Resort was contested as well. So 2 of the major drop locations, and one thing that changed from the group stages in the semi-finals was that teams are now going towards the Camp Alpha area as well. So that was one of the most abandoned locations, and
teams were forced to go there because the zone was there.
No, in the early stages, there were 2 teams that dropped there. So I found that interesting.
There's that thing. Camp Alpha is on one side, but then there's Hathin on the other side. Players prefer to go to Hathin actually, because see, the northern. If there's another team, they can just swim across the area and just come to the zone, like those.
And plus, it's right on the edge of the map. You are basically just fighting in one direction.
Yeah,
so that makes things a little bit easier. You don't have to watch your backs. If someone actually, we saw this during the group stages, when the circle was on that hearth and cow opposite situation, teams swam, drove a boat in there, and they were taken out.
Yeah, totally. Like that was like one of the things, and even not even in wildcard, this happened in South Asia as well, in Pakistan region as well, like taking the boats, taking those rotations, which should not be happening, but then people just go for it. Let's see what happens when people will go for this one, as we will be diving into the game, ladies and gentlemen, from Docks to Cow, Paradise, Tatmok, Mongnai, Bhang. Obviously, Bootcamp is going to be out there, no issues, and Cave, Camp Charlie, Kampong. I mean, the right side is totally available for players to just go in.
Yeah, the right is going to be available. I think the left is going to be available as well. If you just look into consideration the usual drop locations like Painan and Bootcamp.
Look at that plane just going in. And
you're wearing glasses, I can't see it.
All right. Then you say that I make fun of you.
Yeah, you do. You're a bad man.
I hate you. All right, but let's look at this. All right, on the southern side, Wolf Squad and Team BlackTeamMGL are just going in hand to hand right now. That can be a bad thing. NoMercy, they can go and charge in boot camp, but I think they're gonna go to the Camp Alpha Island for right now. And then there's one team, Imperial, that just drops into the boot camp area alongside 4 Angry. So let's see if that happens. I mean, 4 Angry is going for the downward side, and this can be a ruin zone, if anything.
Yeah, this can be the ruin zone. In this one, the Camp Charlie is going to be abandoned as well. And look at this interesting thing, Exodus, they landed outside of the Painan radius. So the city has been left abandoned, and that is one of those contested places as well. On the other side, Imperials taking full control of boot camp for themselves. And NoMercy, the team that landed on the Camp Alpha Island, on the eastern edge of the island, they are going to have an early contestant from the side of Pain Gaming. But Pain, oh boy, they are split up. Forbid has been left on the Camp Charlie Island, on the northern side of that island. Marga has taken the western route on the southern side of Camp Alpha, and there are just 2 guys that are present in close proximity to the side of NoMercy. But let's go towards the Paradise Resort, where MYSTERIOUZ and the team of WMG, Watch My GP, are next to each other.
Yeah, and on the other side, you can see No Chance and Vengeance. I mean, this fight we have seen previously as well, as Vengeance got eliminated by No Chance, and this can just happen. I think Vengeance knows it, and they are just jumping out of those areas, and they'll just like to be exiting that area as soon as they can. Cocktail on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, is trying to spot the players out there. He is trying to get the information, and he has it. One player on the outside misses all the shots, but then the players are going to come into his direction. He will be taken down in a bad scenario out there. MYSTERIOUZ win this one just as they have the first blood for themselves. WMG, they might change everything. It might change everything for them right now.
Yeah, found the isolated players in that small compound outside of the main Paradise Resort. And WMG being split up is not going to be a good thing in this location. But on the other side, Team Gravity, they start off the kill feed with 1 kill for themselves. So 3 versus 4 situation in the Paradise Resort is still going to be dealable if you are fighting indoors. But on the outside, out in the open, if MYSTERIOUZ actually go in on a charge, or they catch someone off guard like Close, he has been caught out in the rotation, but the shots from Zaku, he still hasn't fired them. And did fire as he did see the player close in and go indoors. Some damage was given away, like 20 damage on towards the side of Close. But if he has the energy drinks on him, he's going to be able to heal up. MYSTERIOUZ, what are they planning right now, as the gap is getting bigger and bigger between them and their enemies? And as I was saying about Team Gravity, Haikasu did start the kill feed off by knocking down one of the players from the side of 4 Angry. Now, using the third person perspective and giving away information to his team as to how and if the revive is happening or not. But the teammate is here with Haikasu, and now the charge in can come in on these players from the side of 4 Angry. They need to be careful. It is going to be an open rush that they need to do, and that can be risky, because if you are caught off guard, you are going to be taken down in an instant.
Exactly, and Team Gravity, I mean, it's going to be one of the things that they take the fights earlier, but then that thing only, the things that we say, the decision-taking capability, that they have it, but they're like, look at this, right now, 4A, now they know that they need to charge, and they need to charge in really fast, and that's what they are doing from 2 different directions. Marco and Sono from one side, and obviously will be finishing what they just started, and Team Gravity losing 1 player in this one. Obviously, it's going to change everything. Sabo would like to take the fight. He has a QBZ with the 6-time scope on it, but will the fight be worth it? Because they lost a player. All other players from 4 Angry will be ready for them, and I think the call is, let's just leave them right now. We'll see them later.
They just took way too much time, as you were saying, Ocean, as you pointed out earlier as well. The fast decision-making capabilities is what sort of make this, what sort of are the reason for this team to fall down. Even when they had a knock, they had the man advantage. They sort of took way too much time to go in or make anything happen, to convert it into at least 2 kills, convert it into securing 1 kill for themselves. So Haikasu was just left there waiting and just trying to get as much information for himself, and after a certain point, 4 Angry, they just charged in. They were able to get a wraparound since the players were split into 2. 2 players came in from behind on the downslope, got the kill, and now Team Gravity is just going to be left in this game with 3 people in it. But look at this. It is the airdrop one with the AUG coming in, the extended quick draw mag for the assault rifles, the level 3 US, the level 3 helmet, and the level 3 backpack as well. And Imperial is the team that is right next to this one, so that is just going to be a free upgrade for them.
Imperial is going to have that AUG for themselves. Obviously, the damage that it can do. The thing is, the gun is one of the most stable guns out there. So that is going to be one of the best things. And look at this, WMGx Whitey just trying to move in. And Brad goes down as 4 Angry is taking an impressive fight. Whitey also goes down. So 4 Angry is just... They are really angry right now. That's one thing that it's showing on them. They took down fight with TG. Now it's WMG. So each and every team will have to be worried of them. But on the other hand, Close is trying to take the fights. He's trying to take each and everything from the fights that he can. And this grenade can end him if it goes in the right direction, on the right area. This really close to him. He gets some shots out there. The grenade does the damage. And that is going to be the end of Watch My Game play out in this one.
Do you remember the time when 4 Angry was just 3 Angry?
Yeah, the qualifications,
the
final days of qualifications, yeah, they were 3 angry, but now they are totally 4 angry.
Now they are 4 angry, and as you said, they are really angry, getting 1 kill from Team Gravity and finishing off an entire squad coming out of Paradise Resort. But now they are going to be comfortable because they can still stay in that spot and gatekeep the teams coming in towards their direction from the Paradise Resort area. They're right on the edge of the circle. On the other side, on our screens right now, it is going to be the squad of Famous moving towards the Query area, and they too have some teams in their proximity. Vengeance is one of them. Team Gravity is one of them, as after the early interaction with 4 Angry, Team Gravity decide to switch around. But now, once again, as we said, the circle is in a weird spot, focusing on the western island of Ruins and Camp Charlie, and we have to see where the next circle is going to be, because that is... if that is on those connector points, those bridges that connect these 3 islands as well, if the circle is in that sort of a situation, then it can lead to a lot of teams being in trouble while they are crossing over, and that is going to force them to make the water rotations again.
Exactly, that's going to be like one of the things that just might change everything for them or not. But then for now, it's like this island only, the southern island, and if it just keeps on shifting out in that direction, it's gonna just change for the northern teams, the teams that just go out on the Hathin areas and all, just to come them for them to come down as soon as they can. Exodus versus Imperial. All right, so here this is like one of the things. Imperial, you know, they looted an airdrop. They have the airdrop loot for themselves. They have the airdrop gun for themselves. If they took it, that's going to be one of the things. But in Exodus, it's one thing that we know where Exodus goes down. It is that if one player goes down, all the team just shatters out there. So this fight is going to be an interesting one to see.
This is going to be an interesting one. And last time on Erangel, the last game that was played, Exodus, once again, they were split up. So that was one of the reasons why this team sort of fell apart. But now up against Imperial, all of them are together. Kuzle, he is still right across from where the players of Imperial are positioned. He's looking for information, has a pan in hand. I think a gun would actually be a little bit more useful, but still does not want to fight. I think does only thing he wants is to know where these players exactly are, and now has the barrel on him. So still the players from the other players from the side of Exodus are quite far up away from Kuzle. He needs to be careful as to not engage or not take any damage on himself. But talking about damage, one gun that helps you dish out a lot of damage, it's going to be the M249 coming in with the extended quick draw mag for the assault rifles, the level 3 armor, helmet, and the backpack on that airdrop. And now it's going to be Vengeance. The shots were fired towards squad number 6. That was of SwankyGaming. But was the damage given? Is anything going to come out of this? Because SwankyGaming right now running down the slope out in the open, and they fall back. They can go for a wraparound on Vengeance.
They can, but then will they like to? Because the thing is, the team would just try to go for a bigger rotation, but the biggest of the rotations means your time will be wasted and your teams will be knowing for it. Right now, see, they try to take down the players. Even though Vengeance did not know their location, now they know that there is a team that is rotating on the earlier sites, and larger rotation means, see, after this area, they don't have adequate cover. They'll be having cover of the trees only, but now they're in the open. They could have been caught off guard. No doubt Vengeance did not fire a single shot right now, but if that would have happened, it would have been a bad thing for SwankyGaming right now. obviously the player that was right in front of Vengeance, he was busy healing up. So that also one thing that just went in their favor. And the circle is totally, as you can see, on the Ruins Island right now. Like Painan is still there, Camp Alpha is still in the next, but no doubt Circle is not going to go there. It's going to go to the Ruins area. It might go to shift towards Painan in the next areas or something. But so far, Wolf Squad and SwankyGaming, Vengeance, Team Gravity, No Chance. These are teams that are still outside the circle. Let's see how the rotation affects their gameplay.
And all of them are sort of clustered towards the query area. So the fights over there are going to happen as these teams will literally move in the same direction towards the circle. And Mysterious is right there on the edge. Sebo cooking up that nade and throwing it towards the No Chance team. Can they get out of this one? All 4 players together, all 4 players alive. 4 vs 3 situation as Team Gravity did lose one of the players, Haikasu, in the early engagements. Godless, he is going to use a nade for himself, and Octus is going to take a lot of damage from that, falls down to 40% health. But on the other side, NoChanceTeam, when they are fighting, at the same time, No Chance is going to be fighting BlackTeamMGL.
Yeah, I mean, see, Pain as well, exactly, and Ankle just goes down. He took out 1 kill, and Godless has had the grenade damage on him as well right now. And Kadir goes down as Pain Black is taking the fights on him. And Sebo, I think he has spotted the players from Vengeance or something. But then for now, they'll have to look for No Chance, because eliminating one of the biggest teams out in this one is going to be a really, really good thing. On the other side, Pain and No Chance still taking up the fights. 2 players were taken on. Marga also needs a revive right now. On the other side, as you can see, the players needs a revive. Mao has to move in forward. If Mao does not, then obviously that's going to be a bad thing. And Mao has taken some of the shots down to 50 HP, but still survives for the revive. Otherwise, if Mao would have gone, then No Chance would have been eliminated. Talking about this, Chalconer takes up a fight and takes 1 player from Team Gravity on this side. So Team Gravity, once again, that quick decision capability should be kicking in right now. And No Chance needs to move inside the circle. So as Team Gravity, Octus, I think he'll be left there for good.
Yeah, TG need to get into the circle before they lose any more players. Octus is going to be taken out of this game as NoChanceTeam, they are slowly and steadily moving in towards their direction as well. And on the other side, Pain Gaming, they are going to go for the finish on Jal, and he is going to be finished off right now. That's just going to put No Chance in a lot of trouble. Pain Gaming still standing strong. Marga was taken down, has healed up, is healing slowly and steadily. But even they need to be careful, because there was another squad that was present. BlackTeamMGL was in the close proximity. They have left this sort of a fighting situation right now and moved towards the Nakham area, but securing a spot for themselves. But Sebo moving in close to Mysterious right now. Is he going to be spotted out? 2 players for his team remaining, Sebo and Sinister, and this is going to be a 2 vs 4 engagement. You are going to be in so much trouble, and look at this. So NoChanceTeam is going to come in from the back as well. And as soon as this fights happen, they are going to hear the gun sounds. They are going to know where the squads are, and they can come in for the third parties.
Yeah, Sinister is the lone survivor right now. He has taken down 1 player. Can he clutch a 1v3 for the opposition team? And yes, he just does some damage to the wall so that the players can just the door, so that the players can just come in directly, and he can just take over the fight. Goes on the smoke on one direction. That is a really, really good strategy. He will be moving on the outside so that he can take the TPP from the outer direction right now. Just moves in, bars and takes 1 down, but he will be taken down. And Team Gravity, the quick decision that just kicked in, it just took them down just at an instant. But for Pain, the pain is not over as No Chance. The second No Chance is still out there. Qadar takes down 1 player, but Forbid will be out there for a revive.
Yeah, Forbid is going to be there, but Marga, he is quite in the open, and No Chance somehow have turned things around. They lost Jal in the early stages up against when they were engaging up against Pain, but now they have taken down 1 for themselves as well. But on the other side, Vengeance, Samjana, we saw the amazing performance from this player, now cooking up that nade and chunking it towards the players from the side of SwankyGaming. It misses at marks, but now coming back to this fight, No Chance, they spotted out Marga from their side, but the damage was just not there. And as I was saying, Mysterious, they are getting third parties after they dealt with Team Gravity. Now, NoChanceTeam is definitely going to come in. They did take down 1 of the players, Zaku, and it is going to leave the 3 players still standing. And Javas, he's going to catch out Leo from the side of SwankyGaming off guard. Vengeance still standing strong. Samjana was knocked down, but the revive can come in on time as SwankyGaming, 2 of the players has been knocked down. Only 2 left standing. Key was quite low, is quite low in fact, right now sitting at around 60% health, but the last guy is pretty healthy. So Vengeance, even they need to be careful. It's going to be Thug charging in with another teammate. They spot out the player. The knock comes in, But in the meanwhile, Key was revived, and that is just going to result in SwankyGaming being eliminated as Vengeance. They go in for an amazing play, amazing rush coming in after 2 knocks, and just 2 players being taken out in an instant with the wraparound.
Kusli just got a revive out here, and Famous, obviously, you know, the team that just does the work, they are doing their work in the kill feeds right now. But Amara has been taken down. Imperial Batman takes on Exodus play. So all the other directions. Now this is the time that the kill feed just runs in and just runs out. Chogonut gets the dominate as he has had 3 kills right now. He would like to just move in as soon as he can, but gets spotted and shot from behind. Mysterious, now you're in trouble. You just actually woke up the Devil, and that's going to be one thing. But Devil says, no, I just want to run right now. So he is going to be running on one of the directions. 500 meters was the distance that he has to cover for the circle. Imperial still inside the circle. They are trying to take up the fights, and they are right now proning, so that they can just, you know, spot someone before they spot them, and they can just take out the shots as it should be right now. Imperial's Punisher, his level 2 helmet is totally good. His vest is broken, so it can just, you know, change everything for them if they have to take the fights or something. And NoMercy can see he has spotted some of the players, and the players go down. Pain Forward just goes down, and he will be finished off at an instance.
Yeah, he was finished off running out in the vehicle, and now that is just going to put Pain in a lot of pain, lot more pain that they were in earlier. NoMercy, they have taken the high ground compounds for themselves, but Pain, with still 2 players left standing, they are going to look to camp out this location and get as many kills as they can for themselves now. Gangski with that VSS in his hands. Punisher, he's going to be in trouble as the players from the side of 4 Angry come charging in. Imperial weapon being knocked out with a nade. Punisher throwing one of his own. Is that going to do any damage or not? Another one being thrown. Is that going to take out Marco? It lands quite close but rolls away slightly on the other side. It was a smoke being thrown. That can provide them some cover. But Imperial, they need to be careful as the players from the side of No Chance are on the downslope of this mountain, and if they come charging in, they can just basically get free kills for themselves. A YOLO play could be made from their side.
Yeah, it could be, but the thing is, will they go for it? Because see, even that thing is going to be a risk out there.
Yeah.
But look at that. 4 Angry Sona, he is so close to Punisher. He has not spotted them, and Sona is going back right now. And the circle is actually on the Tambang area. Nakham has been taken out of the equation right now. Ruins as well, as Mysterious was out there in the Ruins area. They have to get inside the circle right now. 4 Angry is going back right now. This game, I mean, so far, I don't know, but it can be 4 Angry's game. That's one thing that I don't know. If not pretty sure, I'm a bit sure about that, because they are on another level out in this one from the start.
Yeah, on another level from the start, as you said. But on right now, we still have 12 teams in this game, 39 people still alive, and towards the Tamang area, it is going to be once again that open area fight that you need to deal with. So a lot of utilities are going to be required, but on the other side, Choconut, that the man is not stopping. Right now has Vengeance in his crosshairs, and he is going to be able to take down another one for himself. But 4 Angry, this part of the players from the side of Imperial, the shots being fired, but none of them actually connect. Sergo dishes out some damage. One shot did connect. Some damage was given away, but as I was saying, No Chance, they were present on the downslope, and Imperials are getting in the close proximity. 2 players, Ankle and Mao, the only 2 players left standing. They can take advantage of the fact that Imperial, they are being distracted by 4 Angry.
The grenade comes in from Mao. That was an impressive grenade out there on Batman. Batman is going out in the open. A bad scenario, bad calculation coming in, but obviously the revive can come in from weapon from the other side. If one more grenade just goes in, that's going to be something. But I think Mao and Ankle can just move in. 4 Angry is in a bit of trouble right now. Sona has been finished right now. Chocolate, he wants to take down Punisher. Punisher has dropped down, and the Ridge is going to be helping them right now. And look at that, from behind, the players are moving in. Batman can go down once again, and so does one more player. Out here, weapon goes down as Angle with the Vector is wreaking havoc. So that just leaves Imperial with 1 player right now. That's going to be Ray, and he's going to be on the other side. Godless, once again in the equation, has 0 kills for now, but we know that he goes on 0 to 5 in a really faster pace. We'll have to see how can he increase the kills for his team. His team has 5 kills, 4 kills by Chocolate alone right now. World Squad's Mountain takes down Exodus Ani, and No Chance is out in the open, taking all the fights at the edge of the circle right now.
Yeah, they're taking all the fights for them. The gatekeeping is happening both ways. They are just forcing the teams inside the circle to fight them. And No Chance team on the downslope still going to be stuck in there, as the players from the side of No Chance team actually know where the players from the side of No Chance are. And it is going to be... okay, No Chance fighting No Chance team. How do I come up with a pun for that? Help me out, Ocean.
there's no chance that No Chance can save this No Chance fight, because either one of the No Chance is gonna be wiped out if anything. So there's no chance that No Chance can come up with no.
There is no chance that No Chance is gonna win this fight.
No.
Something
no.
along those lines.
All right, No Chance is taking fight with No Chance, and Chaos has gone down as Mao is taking up a fight out there, and that would have been really, I mean, that would have dealt a lot of damage out there, and we'll have to see, because No Chance is taking, I mean, the Chocolate No Chance is taking the fight with the other team. Vengeance also out there. Will Squad gets eliminated on the 11 out of 10 teams with 29 players still surviving, and the zone is not on on most of the squads. The zone has had a right shift in this one, so that can just lead all the other players to actually move out. And 22 seconds, and Chaos is getting a revive from Chocolate, as other players are gonna be giving a cover fire out there. As you can see, Godless is trying to see 4 Angry, and Usku is trying to see Meow and Ankle on the other side. So we'll have to see what happens when these see, No Chance does not have the zone for them. They have to get inside the circle, and for that they have to move out a bit in the open. After that they'll be in the circle no matter what. But after that, yeah,
4 Angry going for that open rotation, and Godless is gonna punish for them. That was super risky. They still took the chances, and that is going to result in one of their players being taken down. And NOChanceTeam just getting an extra kill for themselves. And as you were talking about Godless, the man can go from 0 to 5 in just a matter of seconds. We still have to see how many kills can he get for himself before the end of this game. NOChanceTeam still standing strong. Famous is in there in this game, still alive. 10 teams, 21-minute mark, 10 teams, 9 teams, as Exodus is going to take an exit. A couple of minutes earlier, just one player was gone down, and I think it was a minute ago. And in a minute, all 4 players are going to take an exit. All the remaining 3 players, NoMercy is going to be in trouble as the blue zone comes in towards them. Pain Marker, he has cornered them, but he is taking damage from behind. Then the blue zone is going to be there. Shred 2K out in the open. He is going to be taken down. The knock comes in. Kill still standing quite strong. The heal needs to come in, and he needs to take down Marga before he goes in for the finish. But that is not going to happen, as Kill is going to be killed by the blue zone. He is going to lose his life. Choconut inside the play zone right now is fighting the players from the side of No Chance. He's gonna go for the finish, and Godless and Choconut, these 2 players are on fire right now.
I mean, see, one team had no chance. Exactly what we said about in this one. But now, coming back to the fight, 6 teams are remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 17 players alive, 4 Angry with 2, Mysterious with 2, all the teams with 3 and 4 players. As you could see, Mysterious take down 1 player. The winner chicken dinner forecast says that NOChanceTeam actually has a chance for the chicken dinner. Let's see if that actually comes out true. But right now, 4 Angry gets eliminated. The Molotov is just gonna burn the forest out there, but there's gonna be no player out in that proximity. Black Zeus is still trying to spot the players. Black is good with 3 players surviving right now, but then the kills count is where they are lacking behind. So maybe they can increase it. They are going in for the circle, but they have been spotted. Zeus goes down as Vengeance is still taking up the fight, but Famous Marvel, will it be Famous's comeback game, as Team Gravity was eliminated earlier, so Famous can just go for it. Black Manta surviving for not a long, as Team BlackTeamMGL just goes out.
Yeah, and it was NOChanceTeam Chocolate who was the man and the reason for the demise of the BlackTeamMGL. But Famous Marvel, he is not stopping, has spotted all the players from the side of Vengeance. But look at this, 3 versus 2 situation. 2 players from the side of Mysterious, 3 from the side of NOChanceTeam. Who is going to come out on top as a nade was thrown, a vehicle was blown up, and Godless is on the back lines. Mysterious, the 2 players, they are being careful, but they need to be extra careful because Famous is right behind them. And if you ignore that team, they are going to shoot you in the face. Famous and Mysterious were taking damage from the blue zone. Mysterious, Sudoku has been dropped so low. They dropped down Marvel from the side of Famous, taking 2 fights at the same time. But that's going to result in NOChanceTeam having the information that we can go for the rush in, and they do go in. Choconut charges in, and Usuku and Choconut finishing off the 2 players. Mysterious taking an exit down to the top 3. No Chance with all 4 players, 12 kills. Famous with 2 players, 6 kills, and Vengeance with 1 player standing, 1 knockdown, 5 kills. And that's gonna be the exit for Vengeance and Usuku, as Usuku from NOChanceTeam goes on a domination now.
Now big names are there, but Susok goes on. Musket, the lone survivor, goes for grenade, takes down two in just one grenade, brings it to a 1v2 fight. Sports one 1v1 fight. That is impressive by Musket. Can he just take out this fight? There is one player between him and the chicken dinner. That's going to be Usuku. Musket versus Usuku. What's going to happen? Both the players. Musket, he can go by this grenade. The grenade is perfectly cooked grenade. The grenade was right next to him, but he is saved away barely. Out here, Usuku just moves in. No time to revive. Usko has to go for it. Musket versus Usko. What's going to happen? The snakes of Sanhok are going to bite them. That was impressive out of this one.
That was a mistake. I think he wanted to jump across.
Yeah.
But he climbed up on that rock. 1 versus 4 clutch. They knocked down one of his teammates before they came charging, and all 4 of them. Oh, man. I think that has to make a person angry.
In game settings,
separate your jump and climb buttons.
And vault button. Do that right now. Do that right now. Otherwise, the chicken dinner, it was...
It was so perfect. He was hearing the sound cues. His teammate had told him, alright, this guy is right behind this rock. You can go for the kills. He was in such a perfect position. I think I am upset about that. Oh, man. But that
let's just have a look
incredible.
at the MVP. Who was the MVP out in this one? Let's just see, because if anything, I think Famous's Marvel will be out there. 5 kills, 505 damage, 23 minutes of survival time, and 5 kilometers of distance traveled. But
I think, Musket, that was an amazing job in the end. That 1 versus 4 clutch, and he has 4 kills on himself. All of them just wiping out the best team on that server. NOChanceTeam.
Yep. Totally. I don't know what to say, man. This just changed everything. Clip that, post it on... I'm gonna post it on my Instagram, if anything, because this thing, what happened, this is how the game just changes the pace. You can see the winner chicken dinner forecast showed that it was a 66% chance for Famous to win, 33-33 for Vengeance, and Famous, as they were 2 players surviving for either of the team. But then all of a sudden, that 66 just went down because one player, Musket, 1 grenade changed everything. 1 grenade took down 2. The third player just moved in. He was deafened. See, what a grenade does is a grenade deafens you for 3 seconds if it's in your proximity. He deafens the person. He does not know where it is coming from. And that was just a 1 before that just ended out there. These are top 5 players, as you can see. Choconut, this guy. 8 kills for himself, 8 kills, and after that comes Marvel. So the first and second have been swapped in the top 5 players. As first is one from NOChance, and second is from Famous out in this one.
Yeah, Chocolate was lighting up the kill feed. Second place being taken by Famous. Marvel. Third is going to be Mysterious with 4 kills and 562 damage. Musket on the 4th with 4 kills, 551 damage. And fifth, it's going to be Dinesh with 4 kills, 532 damage from the side of Vengeance.
Yeah, this will be the top 5 players for this game of Sanhok right now. But I mean, the team had 13 kills for themselves, NOChance. So where will it be putting now? I mean, obviously they'll be second in the overall because the kill count was really good with the Famous as well. And Famous wanted to put up their name when NOChance wanted a comeback game. The numbers advantage is obviously overall is going to be in the hands of NOChance, if anything. Because they are going to be, just like we said pre-game, they are going to be keeping up to that thing because they won't be playing tomorrow. So they need to keep up that number really, really high.
And I think that a top 2 finish with 13 kills is actually a pretty good thing, pretty good amount of points that you have for yourself. But let's have a look at the standings for this game and see how many points did they actually get, as Famous is going to be sitting on the 31 point mark, 11 kills again. And on the second position, it's going to be NOChanceTeam with 27 points. Third being taken by Mysterious because they had a lot of kills for themselves. 15 points. Vengeance on the 4th. 4 Angry on the 5th. NOChance on the 6th. BlackTeamMGL on the 7th. And Pain Gaming on the 8th.
Yeah, so these are the top 8. But then moving on, if you have to see like where is Team Gravity, if you're asking me the question, I'm going to be asking that as well. Extra is out there on the 9, NoMercy on the 10th. Imperial GG had an early exit. World Squad had an early exit. SwankyGaming and Team Gravity on the 14th in this one had 0 kills. Obviously, that when the squad just rushed on them, that was quite something. Watch My Gameplay is out there on the 15th as well.
Yeah, another game that sort of switched things around, as we were speculating. Could Team Gravity actually be warming up their engines with the game on Erangel. That did not happen because in this game they were just cornered and finished off in an instant. And it was the decision-making process that was sort of lacking. That you could see communication not being made properly. As if you actually know you are in a situation wherein you do spot 2 players, they are isolated. No, like their teammates are not there. You get 1 knock. That is going to be a 1 versus 1 situation. Your teammates are quite close to you. You go in, you call them, and you finish the kills. But that did not happen. In return, 4 Angry actually ended up finishing the player from the side of Team Gravity. But let's move on to the overall standings after the game on Sanhok. It's going to be NOChanceTeam on the first. The gap is just getting bigger and bigger.
They are the amount of total kills that they have. No one has that much placement points, and that is just impressive by NOChanceTeam right now. 128 points. Exodus on the second with 69 points. BlackTeamMGL on the third with 62 points. Gravity on the fourth with 59. SwankyGaming on the fifth with 56. DreamxTeam. All right. So the teams that have had with just 2 games.
Yeah.
Famous isn't top 8 right now.
2 games being played and Famous. We said that this is a good team. After imagine after they are done with 8 games. I mean, after we are done with the first phase of the round robin, it's going to be a double round robin format that's going to be followed in the semi-finals. So after the first phase, I think Famous, the way they are playing, they can definitely get into the top 2 or the top 3. But competing with NOChanceTeam, that is definitely going to take something else because the gap is pretty big. I mean, yeah, the games are a reason for that, but even the teams that have played 6 games, even they can't compete with NOChanceTeam.
Yeah, in the second table, if you see from 9 to 15, every team has had a drop. Obviously not playing today. You can see the match is played. eSports is not playing. NoMercy is playing, but still had a drop. Andromeda, GoodFellows, WMGxCloud, LordNepal, MT, they are not playing and they are quite dropping. Vengeance has had a good jump as they are on the 16th right now. And moving on, like this area, the one that we see the area of death or anything right now, it will be from 17 to 23 for the teams. 4 Angry is going to be out there. They are going up obviously with the next. If they have one more good game, they'll be going up. The previous game was really good for them in the matter of kills and all. World Squad on the 18th. No Chance is out there. The second No Chance is out there on the 19th. They have had just 2 games right now. The number can increase for them. GoodBoys on the 20th, Imperial, Pain, and Watch My GP on 21, 22, and 23, respectively.
Yeah, so a common thing about these teams, the teams in the table of death, it is going to be the fact that they have only played 2 games. So the standings as of now, they are going to be a little bit weird because Group A is going to be sitting at 8 games played. Group B and C will be sitting at just 4 games played for them. But tomorrow, after we are done with tomorrow's games, that's when I think we will have a more clear view, a more clear picture of where these teams actually stand. Because then all 3 groups, teams in all 3 groups will have finished their 8 games of the first set of the round robin. And then we will be able to predict as to how these teams' performances have been going and how consistent they are. But for now, let's have a look at the kill leaders in the overall and see who is leading the charge. Godless is still sitting there on the first position, 24 kills for him. But look at this, Choconut, he has moved up. 16 kills on him, second position. Team Gravity Cebu on the third, 15 kills. Exodus Kuzle on the fourth with 10 kills. And NOChanceTeam Usuku is on the fifth with 9 kills. So 3 players from the side of NOChanceTeam, 1 from Team Gravity and 1 from Exodus.
Yeah, I mean, as of now. But then we'll have to see, like, there are still more games remaining right now. These are the overall players. As you can see, already, No Chance Godless, he has 24 kills for himself. And after that, it's Dream Prince on the 6th. He has 9 kills. So that's a drop from 24 to 9. Kazan from Zero Esports has 9. Famous Marvel also on 9. SKG Kumaga on 8. And NoMercy Skill on 8. So there's a constant drop that is happening out in this one. Like 1/3 of the kills, 24 to 8 kills, the overall that just comes in. But then players still have a lot of games, and maybe, just maybe, with just 4 or 6 games played, if players have 24, then we can see a player hitting 100 as well if they just go for it. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. But one thing we do know is the next game is going to be played on Miramar, and that it is going to happen after a short break. So you guys stay tuned, keep watching. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, and once again, welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split WildCard Region Semi-Finals. It's time for game number 3, which is going to be played on Miramar. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma.
Yep, and first game was good, second game was even better, and that just takes our expectations to a next level, because the third game is going to be Miramar. And the thing about Miramar is, I mean, you can do 1v4s in that as well, and there might not be a vault button this time. There will be a proper jump, and that jump is going to just change everything, because ridges will be there, the strategies will be there. So let's see which team actually has what kind of strategy, as we will be jumping right into the plane path, ladies and gentlemen. You can see from Proto, Parasio to Ladriela, Chumazilla, Lawson is the biggest city out there, Valdemar, Pecado, Montenuevo, El Pozo. If you guys want to go to those areas, I mean, you are properly welcome. And obviously, the southern island, that mini southern island will be out there as well. So there was a time when I saw one team going to Impala's island, the island next to Impala. There was a time when a team actually went there. So I'd like to see if maybe just some team just goes there or something.
Oh, that is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch, but I think it's going to be boring for that team to play the game later on, because they will have
Gives them a good spot, probably.
Yeah, but if the circle, imagine the circle being on the other side towards the El Pozo area.
Yeah, that can be one of those things. And obviously, one of the worst things about Miramar is circle rotations, because circles are sometimes really far away, so you kind of need to find a good vehicle.
It is a big map. Everything is far away.
Yeah, that too is certainly true. World Squad going to Impala's area. Puerto Porroso being taken by NoMercy. Mysterious going to Los Leones, and World's Hugo is so far away from his team for some reason. Imperial is going to Chimasera, famous. They might start from Valdemar, if anything. We'll have to see. And so many teams are out there on the middle area. Might try to go to El Pozo and or something, but look at the circle.
Yeah, it is on. It's towards Los Leones, and the two islands that you mentioned on the eastern side of Impala, they are in there as well. But no teams did go. They're famous on the other side. Valle del Mar has been their area. Imperial, they have landed towards Chumacera. NOChanceTeam, they are moving towards El Pozo for themselves. So the rotation for them, it's going to be pretty long, and it's going to be pretty risky as well, because we do see teams moving towards the San Martin area as well. But now, talking about risk, Vengeance, Samjana has already been taken down before we even hit the 3-minute mark, as Vengeance, they come into contact in the early game stages against Team Gravity. Sebo, he was quite low, but the heals are going to come in as the players are going to go back to looting for now. But once again, if this fight reinitiates, Vengeance, they will be fighting in a 3 versus 4 situation.
Yeah, obviously that thing is gonna happen out there, and they'll be fighting out in a bad spot. But then Vengeance, oh look at that, Win 94 coming in as PNG and GBN is gonna try and spot Black Hell, and this time is going for the shots. I mean, when is this gun gonna have a scope on it? That's my question.
You're waiting for it, right?
I'm waiting for it, because there's a thing about that to Win 94. The scope will be having a 2.7 times scope, but the sensitivity will be controlled by the 2 times sensitivity. So that's quite a new thing that will be happening. And look at that, Vengeance, they are not having any rest right now, as Team Gravity's 2 players, Hagaidos and Octus, are moving in forward. They have spotted out the players. They know the locations, but can they just take up the fight? That will be one of the questions out there, as Octus is giving a proper cover as Hagaidos would want to move in. Jivas is taking that TPP, a TPP of death that can just eat out the players, as the players Octus is moving in forward. Octus gets spotted. Octus gets shot at. Octus goes down, but then so does one more player, as Jivas has been taken down, as Hakaisu comes in for the cover. Will be finishing the player first, and then will be going for a revive. Hakaisu does not even have a helmet right now, but is still taking up a fight. That's impressive out by that guy. Pink Black has taken out Black Zeus, who will be just finished in a hint of time.
Yeah, he will be finished off, and as we say that, Forbid is going to get the kill for him. But now, Black Manta is in that location, and he can be in trouble as a side of pain. They are closing in towards where the loot box was formed. Black, they have to get out of there. Once again, 2 teams sitting at player disadvantages right now. So they have to figure out a way as to first how to disengage from the fights that they are in, and then how to make the safer rotation in towards the circle. That is going to be really, really important for them. On this side, as I was saying, NOChanceTeam, right now, the entire El Pozo city is going to be there, as they are going to be quite comfortable in there. But when it comes time, when the blue zone comes closing in, when they have to close in towards the play zone, they will, I think, have the hardest rotation, Ocean. Because look at this. Look at the cluster that's formed on the San Martin area. There are like 4 teams in there, 4 angry moving towards the water treatment area right now.
Yeah, so this is going to be like one of the things. There are teams out there, and the teams will be ready for the fight. Teams will be ready to take it out for themselves. But the major factor will be just like this. Team Gravity is still taking up the fight, and now Vengeance just left with one person out there. Dinesh surviving and just running away. He is running for his life right now, not anything else, as he takes up a vehicle and just goes in. Otherwise, Vengeance would have been the first team to get eliminated. He does not want that. Wants a bit of a spot for the team right now. Thug also goes down. So it's just Dinesh left apart and alone for the team. Coming back to the second NOChanceTeam, the areas that you were talking about, the San Martin, Hacienda areas that seem really good right now, but all that matters is for how long can this the calm before the storm stays, as otherwise the fights will be on a bigger level out on that one. And NoMercy, they'll be still in the circle. SwankyGaming will be in the circle. Wolf Squads will be in the circle right now. MYSTERIOUZ can be in the circle for a while. So we have seen these kinds of fights when Lost Leon is inside the circle. If you remember, in South Asia, where TDP's on top was doing wonders with his guns. And also the thing is, if the same circle goes on, which players will be the ones that will be using DMRs and all, because DMRs are an effective part of this area. But look at this. Mount takes down one player. Black Hell goes down. He actually parked the vehicle in a wrong place, and that is gonna cost him everything.
Yeah, it is going to cost the team everything. It's going to cost the team being at a disadvantage now. And as I was saying, Black, they needed to find a way to disengage and come in safely. Just rushing in towards the circle is a risky move, because as we talked about this a couple of days ago, you do not want to go near compounds before actually confirming that they are empty and there is no one in there. So that was one of the mistakes being made. But on the other side, Black Fury is gonna get some good loot for himself. Has an Uzi on him right now. He does not have a helmet. Has a level 1 armor, level 2 backpack, 5 bandages. But now the guns, the assault rifles are gonna come in. But as Ocean pointed out, Miramar is a map of DMRs. It is the map of snipers. You need those long-range battles to work out in your favor, just because the map is actually really big, but it also has a lot of open areas wherein you won't be getting any cover for yourself. But on the other side, on our screens right now, Exodus B1, he was spotted out by one of the players from the side of 4 Angry, and Annie, he has given a lot of damage to Marco from 4 Angry. This is going to be a close combat situation for these two. Annie charging in has the AK in hand. Marco, he did not heal up until recently. Now he is sitting at a 75% health. The smoke has been popped. He gets in a vehicle. He's getting away. Annie, he was so close to confirming that kill, but Marco somehow actually managed to run away in this one. He has the van on him. I think he is going to be able to get the distance that he needs to be safe. And now Annie, I think he's going to be pretty upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be one of the things. But then Marco has the vehicle for now, just entering at the edge of the circle, just going outside the circle. If anything, he's going to go for a longer rotation. If I'm not sure, Hacienda del Patron area would like to go through that area, but Black Fury is out there. Marco does not worry about him. He is just going to go out in the other direction. Black Fury is crouching and walking. I don't know, for some reason now he's once again crouching and walking. That's a new thing. And so the circle is coming in, and NOChance's players are still outside the circle right now. They are going for a late rotation, which is not like that and not like them, and so is Famous. Famous is not inside the circle right now. Another team is going in for a later rotation, and the first airdrop, if I'm not wrong, yes, it has the AWM in it. Obviously, the sniper and Miramar, it just goes hand in hand.
Yeah, they go hand in hand, but no sort of a teaser this time. You get a cheek pad if you have.
I would have been happier if there was a scope or something. I mean, cheek pads, no.
At least if you are getting a sniper.
Cheek pads in PUBG Mobile get as ignored as a person texting his crush and waiting for a reply. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have a lot of experience.
Okay, all right.
You have a lot of experience with that, right?
No. Why was there a saddened sound when you said, "Oh yeah"?
No, I was about to say you have a lot of experience with that, but I was just trying not to burn you. So.
No, you can't.
I was trying to be a good friend.
You can't burn me. I'm already
You burn yourself, right?
Yeah, I already go for self burns. So that no one else can burn me. So that's insert meme face out in this one. All right. So coming back to the fight, ladies and gentlemen, Imperials. I mean, they have a good compound for a good area for themselves, and from here, I mean, it depends if they have a good scope or something. They can just spot people out there on those areas and can just take people down.
Yeah.
And all right, a surprising turn of events. Now the circle is totally a land-based circle. If you see the minimap out there.
It has been centered around the La Benedita area, and Imperials, they are right in the center on the northern side of Los Leones, but still a lot of teams are out in the blue zone, and coming in from there, coming in from the Picado graveyard sort of a situation is going to be risky, as Marco is barely inside it. He needs to run through the window to actually have a safe rotation, can go for the zone rotation as well. But no chance. They actually know where he is, so they might be setting up a camp or a trap for him to come out. He has one more player from the side of Black right behind him. So this can be 2 free kills being picked up by the team of No Chance at the cost of nothing if they play their cards right. And now, as I was saying, they are laying down the trap. They are waiting, and they are still not moving, waiting for Marco to close in. But the blue zone actually moves in first, and now even No Chance, they will be forced to get away from the situation. Marco and Black Fury still standing pretty still, not moving at all.
It's gonna be a one-on-one fight that can happen out here, and it might actually, actually be a demise for either Marco or Black Fury, depending upon how you want to take this fight. But I think Black Fury is moving in the other direction. He is going to be prioritizing the circle right now, which is obviously a good thing that he should be doing right out in this one. And Vengeance actually go out. He becomes the first team as the player was taken out. He was a solo player out there, Dinesh, and there was nothing that he could do about it. Black Manta is still. Look at this. Look at Black Manta's position. Why? How? Tell me all these answers, because he is out in the open. There's in the minimap, I don't see anyone near to him. Can we have a drone shot for him to see if there's some player near to him, so that he can just, because from whom was he getting away from? From whom he was just playing that?
I have no idea. I think he's just lying there and waiting for his team. And talking about waiting, one team who's not going to wait for anything is going to be NoMercy, as they've spotted out the players from the side of Team Pain, Pain Gaming, right underneath them in those compounds. And Pain is going to be in trouble because they need to take this fight to get out of here. It is going to be an open road in front of them. There is no way to run away. There is no cover to hide behind, and NoMercy, they have the advantage of the high ground as well. So even if Pain try to get away in any given direction, they are going to be spotted out quite easily, just because NoMercy is going to be getting so much information for themselves. Pain need to take this fight, or they need to at least drop one of the players from the side of NoMercy, so they are going to be distracted getting the revives, and Pain can get away or charge in towards NoMercy to get the kills for themselves. Marga, he has the VSS in his hands. Kill takes a lot of damage, drops down to around 30% health, but now he's going to fall back. He has a lot of heals on him, has 3 first aids, a lot of bandages, some painkillers and energy drinks as well, so he's going to be pretty healthy, and he's going to be back in this fight at any given moment. But Gangxi, he is watching the back for his team, and Shred 2K is sort of on an off angle with the Car 98 on him, so he can actually create an opening for his team to get the kills from Pain Gaming.
Yeah, that is needed by the players out there. Pain Gaming is obviously going to be in a good spot out in this one, but then NoMercy, they have that height advantage that can just be really effective for them, if anything. But Maga going for the smokes out in the open when the players have already passed. That's quite a late smoke, if anything. But then they are going to be crossing the road or something. That can reveal their strategy. We will see their strategy in a while right now, but it's a good thing that they are going for a plan B or something right now. And look at that. Mysterious players, they have spotted some vehicles, are going for the sprays right now on the vehicles. It might do some damage to the vehicles, but the players are still going to be safe. And watch my gameplay. So Watch My Gameplay is a team that has had a good run in the qualifiers, but they kind of fumbled upon in the other things. And Imperial Batman was also being spotted by Mysterious. So Los Leones areas, the biggest city out there, it's going to be a good one. And I think one of the players just fell down out from that area of Mysterious. Madman is going to be out there. He just got some loot. He's just testing out his loot, just taking out the things that he does not need out in this one. And Batman is going to be safe. He has an AUG that is just took from the second airdrop. Seems like a good trade.
It seems like a good trade, but now you still have to be careful as to how you are going to move in. And the circle, once again, making a drastic shift on towards the Los Leones city. we have seen these fights happen before. The Los Leones sort of a situation, and that is an aggressive one. You can't ignore the fights, and these are close combat fights. No Chance is gonna lose a lot of players. It's Jal from No Chance is gonna drop out Godless from NOChanceTeam. So once again, 2-3 No Chances going up against each other, but Famous Amaro with that Scar in his hand is gonna catch out the players from the side of Team Gravity off guard, and Sinister is gonna be knocked down as they were rotating in that car. Octus takes a lot of damage, but Octus still standing pretty strong, is sitting at 50% health, but he is gonna be in trouble as once again they are gonna be quite in the open and they need to make their way towards a safer location. They were doing that when they were called out. Sinister is gonna be finished off. Octus still left standing, but I don't think he's gonna be left standing for long, as soon as he's spotted out by these players from the side of Famous, he is gonna be killed off as the blue zone is coming in from behind.
Yeah, the blue zone is coming out. The Exodus gets the exit as well. So that was a bad thing for Exodus. Now Team Gravity is in a lot of trouble. And the team that is troubling them is obviously going to be Famous out in this one. We'll have to see what happens in the game or something. So that's going to be like one of the things. Amar moving in forward. That Scar L in their hands. And Mysterious Sotko with that K9 just takes down Imperial Ray on the other side. Famous Marvel, as you can see, moving in forward. Musket as well with the vehicle. You don't want to waste any second of time out there. Marvel spotted one player, but still just went out in Octus with that vehicle cover is gonna be out there. He is surviving outside the zone. It's just a matter of time for how long can this clock take. Not for any longer as Octus goes down and Team Gravity has exited this area. So the fights now, if we have to talk about big teams, it's going to be No Chance and Famous once again.
Yeah, NOChanceTeam and Famous will go up against each other, but it is going to be with a man disadvantage as Godless was taken out. One of the best performers from NOChanceTeam was taken out. So that is going to be sort of a weird situation for them. But Choconut is still alive, a man who has been in amazing form today. So he can maybe turn things around. And after the last game on Sanhok, the way it ended, I think we have to stop predicting things based on man advantages.
That's totally true. That's totally true. It just depends upon how your strategies are. Man's advantage, that can just give you a kick start, but then you'll have to, just push yourself to the limits by your own self. You can go for 1v4s in that one. You can go for 1v1s and everything that just comes in. Sotko, on the other hand, has a K9. We saw his name as he just took down one player previously. Now, once again, just trying to spot some other players if they get, and Playzone eats up Wolves to Smoker. So that's going to be like one more man's disadvantage that just happened out here in this one. We'll have to see as Mysterious players are still just trying to spot the other players or something if they can, but for now I don't think so. They are not seeing anyone, and Playzone eats up one more player. So Playzone is actually being it's like that thing. The Playzone is being the main devil once again in Miramar. If you remember, the first day that we casted, 14 players died of the Playzone in South Asia. So fights against Playzone is one thing that you should be taking before taking fights against other players, because obviously Miramar, the distance is a lot. Look at that Pain squad just taking out players, and Shred 2K just ends up taking out Wolf Squad, and Wolf Squad gets eliminated. 10 teams remaining, 40 players alive. Let's see which team goes how further.
We have to see which team is going to go and get the chicken dinner for themselves. Right now, Famous is looking pretty good. They have all 4 players in there. They have confirmed 4 kills for themselves. On this side, NOChanceTeam also have 4 players still alive, but the kills are not coming. They were forced into a bad situation earlier, somehow managed to get out of there. But let's have a look on what is happening in front of us. Pain Gaming have controls of the compound. NoMercy is quite close, but Imperials are in the far off distance. So a fight between 2 teams is going to happen, but Imperials in a perfect position to come in for the third party.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be totally one of the things that can or cannot or should be happening out in this one. So Pain has a really good area for themselves inside the circle. No Chance is a good area at the edge of the circle. They are taking fight against Watch My Gameplay. Watch My Gameplay is one of the invited teams that, if I recall, and they've had some good games in the qualifiers, but then overall we still want that incredible gameplay from their side. SwankyGaming takes down one player from Famous. That's going to be Famous Marvel, but he has not been finished yet. The revive can come in. Musket is still out there. Marvel is getting a revive right now. Susok is going to be trying to see from the other direction to the player out in this one, and he is also going to move in. So this is a good thing. You knock someone, you change your direction. You do not peek from the same angle once again. And Susok is also low on health. He has 45 seconds to be precise if he has to get inside the zone as well, because they are outside the zone. So is SwankyGaming, still outside the circle. And Famous, so Famous is taking fight with no chance on one side and SwankyGaming from the other.
Yeah, I think peeking the same angle again and again has to be one of the most most common mistakes people make, because you need to be constantly rotating, you need to be constantly moving to take these fights up against every single person you meet inside the game. But on the other side, NOChanceTeam, they still have to make their way in towards the circle. They have made it now, but still need to be careful, as the circle once again making another big shift is on the western side of the Los Leones, like where the city is starting to end. So that also has some compounds, but still the fights are probably going to happen out in the open. During those rotations is where people will be getting caught off guard when you are rotating from compound to compound. Talking about things, no chance, the normal no chance, they are being engaged upon by the players of Imperial, and Punisher is going to get 2 finishes for himself. No chance, just 2 players left standing, Ankle and Kadar, and NoMercy is capitalizing on this entire situation. Weapon from Imperial is going to be knocked down, he's going to be finished, but Kadar is going to be taken down by Batman, and that is just going to put no chance in a really risky situation. So these last few compounds, they have become the battlegrounds for these teams. NOChanceTeam's Godless is going to drop down one of the players from the side of SwankyGaming, as I think Key was the person who went down, but Kumagia, he is quite low as well. He healed up. Now Chaos is quite low. He is going for a cover for himself so that he can pop a first aid and heal himself. But Kumagia, he gets charged upon by Usuku, and what just happened over there?
Yeah, and 4A is taking up a fight, but they will be eliminated in the fights of themselves. And now Famous has to see what they can do out in this one. They have lost one of their players, as you said. But then the major thing is, can they just keep on taking up the fights? Musket and Amara out in this one, Susok as well. And they have the upper area. They don't have the upper area. They have to see and have to look at the upper areas if they can take the fights. Imperial Ray also goes down. So SwankyGaming's Leo goes down. No chance. Godless to take the fight. But look at this Punisher. Players are moving in right next to him. He has spotted some of the players, but he will be taken down as a drop shot just comes in. Imperial Batman also just staying out there. NoMercy with 2 players. One needs a first aid. He will be popping it up. And after this, after the 5th circle actually ends, that will be a changing point, because after that players might have to move a bit in the open, if not a lot. And from there, the shots will be fired in all the directions. The guns will be blazing. SwankyGaming gets eliminated in 8 teams, 7 teams as well, as No Chance also exits out in this one. But the major No Chance is still surviving. Famous is still surviving. Watch My GP, the invited team, is still surviving. Pain Gaming, Mysterious, NoMercy. Which team is gonna be having a... Oh my god, that was impressive by Batman. He just took out a team out in that one. That was just more than impressive. 2 players just wiped out like that.
2 players just being taken down as the spray connected on that moving vehicle. But they need to be careful, as NoMercy, they are charging in towards him. And the Uzi in hand kill actually turns quite early. And that's going to result in Batman taking down both of them. Hazy comes in as Kill turned around. He was like, alright, I'll just go look somewhere else. But Hazy goes in to check that room. Batman takes him down first. And then as soon as Kill comes in, that Kill was killed off.
Yeah,
Batman got 4 kills from there.
Exactly, Batman. Obviously, the guy is impressive out with that one. Look at this Famous moving in forward. Pain Marga is still out in that compound. 1 player versus 3 players of Famous. Marga is reloading his vehicle. Is moving back. His gun is moving back right now. What's gonna happen as he is out in the open? Famous, can they spot him? I think Susok can spot him. Susok will be spotting him anytime sooner right now. But this is like a game. But from the other side, the curve fire, not even the curve fire, the fire from the other guns, the players' guns is also coming out there. And Musket just goes down as Batman is taking his fight with Musket now. Mysterious Shadow goes down, but the play zone. 6 teams remaining. 18 players. 17. Make it 17 right now. 17 players alive as Cocktail also goes down from Watch My Gameplay. Famous Susok is out in this one. The smoke has been popped up. Musket needs a revive right now. How long will it take if the revive does not come in? For how far will he be alive? I think he will be getting a revive, but the grenade was coming in from one side. Amara still making it to the safety right now, and Imperial's Batman is the guy guy who is doing that incredible damage. Susog also goes down as Imperial Ray comes in. Famous with just one player surviving. All the other two needs a revive as soon as they can get it.
Yeah, they will need some cover for themselves. Famous started out the game quite strong, but now they look like they are going to be in trouble as NOChanceTeam. They charge in on the players from Pain. One player being knocked down, but Famous on the other side is going to be eliminated. Godless, he's still standing. He's still trying to take this fight up again.
Whoa!
Whoa! Just one
This
bullet
guy
connected.
is a god, if anything. This guy is a god.
Yeah.
Incredible thing that just happened. He was going for the pre-fire and the guy...
He ran in the bullets.
He ran in the bullets. He was like, Maro mujhe maro, and that's the thing that just happened out in that one. Chocolate is out there still from No Chance surviving out there. Godless obviously is surviving. We'll have to see what happens as 4 teams are remaining. 11 players surviving. 3v2 is the scenario out in this one. Imperial with 2 players. For how long can they go? Watch my gameplay. 1 player Whitey needs a revive right now. Close will be reviving it, but if a grenade just comes in, that's gonna be the end of that squad out in that one. Chocolate and Godless still surviving on one end with one of the players on the other side, and Mysterious as well in this one.
Yeah, they're still surviving. NOChanceTeam, I think they have to get this one for themselves. As Imperial's Ray, with that M24 in his hand, is going to fire some spam shots inside the smoke. The damage has been done to the players from the side of WMG, but I don't think it was from that M24. It was from the other team. Batman, with that AUG in his hand, is still dishing out damage. And now, in his crosshairs, is going to be the team of Mysterious. But they are going to be in a really weird position, because now they are outside the circle. They have to get down from this mountain, and that can put them in some risk, because Mysterious and WMG, they can collapse on them at the same time, but he is setting up the situation for him and his teammate right now with the smokes coming in.
But before the smoke, did he just use a stun or something? I think he used a stun or something. And the smokes from No Chance also coming in as Brad is moving in forward. Chaos, the solo survivor, out in this one. The other players are far behind him. He has his eyes on all 3 players. Spots one, shots one, takes some shot, gives some shots as well. Brad from the left, just going right in front of him. He takes one. Will he? Yes, he takes one. 28 bullets in his gun. He's trying to take the second one. Almost does the damage. Brad is out there, but from the other side, Godless says, I got this. He just takes out one, takes out the second one. Godless with 4 kills right now is on a rampage. 5th player, and that is going to be the end, as Godless with 5 kills for himself ends up one of the squad. How is this guy playing so amazing? I don't know, but the answer for it comes up in this guy's gameplay. We have 3 versus 2 situation, ladies and gentlemen. The final circle, the final fight that can happen. Two squads on either side of the road. No Chance Godless popping up the grenades for himself, and Batman is also out there. Will one grenade just end it out? Batman with his grenade also. Grenades coming in, grenades going out in all the directions right now. Which team is gonna be out there? The circle for now is favoring No Chance, but it's gonna be a matter of time as a new circle just forms in for the 8th one. Once again favoring No Chance. This is bad, as Imperials, Batman and Ray are surviving. Will Batman pull it off? Because we know that the guy has capabilities, and he has good amount of stuff right now. He's popping up a first aid. No Chance Choconut as well. Choconut and Godless, 2 players out from the other team, from this team. So it's a 2 versus 2 and even ground for the teams. But there is one thing. 30 seconds later is when Batman has to move in. A stun this time. The stun can change anything. Will it or will it not? That's only one of the things. A Molotov is coming in right now on the left-hand side of the truck for the teams right now. And one more stun, one more smoke, one more grenade. Everything is gonna count right now. Ray has to move in. Batman smokes it out for himself. He's trying to go for another smoke, and he smokes in from the right-hand side. Ray smokes it on the truck for himself. And will they or will they not? As 0 seconds is on the clock now, they have to move inside the circle. Batman has been spotted. He has been shot at from the downside as Godless is trying to wreak havoc. Ray goes down. 1 player. Batman, for how long can he survive? Will he be able to take a 2v1 fight? I don't think so, because this guy, the smoke is helping him, but now he's in the open. That's going to be the end. as No Chance has another chicken dinner back-to-back.
Yeah, no chance. They have established themselves quite strongly in this one. And Godless, I think, in this game he started out quite slow, wherein he was the first person to be knocked down from his team. But then he got back up on his feet, and he was like, wait, what did you guys just do? I will kill you guys. Get 6 kills in this game. On the other side, as we were talking about this, No Chance, I think they have pretty much secured that first position for themselves right now. At this moment, even if they do not play tomorrow, which is definitely going to happen because they are going to be resting tomorrow.
Yeah, they won't be playing tomorrow, but then their gameplay will still be speaking. And speaking of the things that will be speaking, it's going to be Godless. Yeah, exactly. The MVP for this match as well. 6 kills, 1078 damage. This guy with 1 spray took down WMG. Watch my gameplay in the smoke. 3 players in the smoke. So that just shows it. Almost 8.5 kilometers of distance travel in 25 minutes. So 25 minutes, 55 seconds. If you want to know how long the match was, it was this long because this guy was doing wonders out in all this time, all this area. So if anything, I think this guy, he deserves to be the second time MVP. The first time he had the AU Godless in the Sanhok yesterday, and the second time was today. So be it Sanhok, be it Miramar, if No Chance is playing, No Chance is winning. Because yesterday as well in Sanhok they had the chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Today in Sanhok they had the chicken dinner. Today in Miramar they have the chicken dinner. So if anything, I think I just want to see first and second what bridge they have just formed in the
Exactly, because earlier it was like something around
128 and 69.
Yeah, so almost doubling up the score, almost like less than double. But still, now I think it's going to be even bigger just because the team on the second position, they are not performing that well. And the difference, so we usually talk about the difference between the first and the 8th team. I think the difference between the first and the second is going to speak wonders right now. But top 5 players on our screens, Imperial Batman. Okay, Batman did put up an amazing performance in this game as well. If you remember, like taking out 2 players in the spray on the car, then they get charged upon by NoMercy. The 2 players come in charge on Batman. Choconut is going to be on the 4th. 5th is going to be taken by Famous Amara with 3 kills.
So all the big names out there with the teams like Imperial, we know, No Chance, we know, Famous, we know. So all the teams like Famous, they finished 6th overall.
Yeah.
But still in that 6th finish, they still have that impact in the top 5. I mean, the kills and all those things were still coming out. So that was just an impressive thing. But then obviously, we know which team is first, which team might be second, which team might be third. But then there were some teams like Team Gravity that, you know, actually can. But then look at this, head-to-head for this particular match. Batman from Imperials and No Chances Godless. 8 kills for Batman with that AUG. This time he had his gun, that's why he had to finish him in the end or something. Godless had 6. But damage is where it is. Like, for those 6 kills, he has 1078. For those 8 kills, he has 942. That's a good thing. But then, look at this. This is a really good factor. 1078 to 385, the healing one. 942 to 366. I mean, Batman was giving the fight, taking the fights. He had to put up 2 first hits in the final fight itself, just to make sure that his health would be totally full. Headshot was good with the Godless, and distance travel is like, it's kind of equal, if anything.
It is kind of equal for both these teams, but still, these 2 players put up an amazing performance in that game on Miramar, but one had to stand up on top of the other, and it was Godless, the man who defeated Batman this time. But still, once we move on to the standings for this game, I think we'll be able to get a more clear picture as to how many points these teams are going to get and where these teams are going to be in terms of the points, because that is what matters. And as you can see, NOChanceTeam, 11 kills again, Ocean. First position, 31 points.
Yep, 11 is still out there. So in the first 3 matches, always the first team has had 11 kills for now today. So that's just more than impressive. Imperial GG had 14 kills, 14 placement point gives them 38. Watch My GP is out there on the 3rd with 14. So second and third, that's a lot of difference of like 14 points in itself. Mysterious is out there on the 4th, Famous on 5th, Pain Gaming on the 6th, NoMercy on the 7th, and Wolf Squad was out there on the 8th position. But then moving on for a team, just like we were saying, SwankyGaming, they had a really good chance of finishing on the players, but then they were taken down. They're on 9, No Chance on the 10. Team Gravity, they were out there on the 11th. 4 Angry had a good Sanhok, but then they lagged in Miramar. They are out there on the 12th. Black Team on the 13th, Exodus on the 14th, and Vengeance. I mean, Vengeance, they kind of fumble apart in the fights.
They did fumble apart, and we were talking about this as well. They need to step it up this time. But again, another thing, Exodus on the second last exit. Exodus is the team that was sitting on the second position in the overall standings before this game started. Where is that gonna take them? And as we talked about, the point difference was pretty massive. Let's have a look and see how big of a point difference is they're gonna be between the first and the second position. No chance. Still on the first. 159
it's
points.
More than double.
It's more than double now.
More than double right now. And this is incredible. 62 total kills by them and no other team. Like the third team has 64 points. 63 points for the fourth team, Gravity. 61 for the overall points for SwankyGaming, and they have 62 kills. That's just... that's a lot, if anything. No chance out there on the first, Exodus on the second, Black Team. So let's leave no chance out of the equation. Exodus had a bad game. If Black Team just steps up on the final game, then they can just come to the second position as the difference in the second and third, because first and second is a lot, but second and third, that's just 6 points. And then Gravity and SwankyGaming and Famous with just 3 games is competing in top 6. That's more than impressive. Like each and every team you see has 7 games, but Famous is the only game that has just 3. Is the only team that has just 3 games for themselves. Mysterious on the 7th, and DreamxTeam out there on the 9th. ZS Esports have had a drop, and DreamxTeam as well. Imperial GG is slowly increasing. They are in 11th right now. Andromeda on the 12th, GoodFellows on the 13th, WMGxCloud on the 14th, LordNepal on the 15th, and 4 Angry barely making it on the 16th with 20 points. But then moving on, we'll have to see which teams, just kind of have to see it for themselves, as 20 was the placement points for the 16th team. Wolf Squad is out there on the 17th, Empty on the 18th, Vengeance on the 19th. So these teams have 19 points each. No chance on the 20th, Pain Gaming on the 21st, Watch My GP on the 22nd, and GoodBoys is out there on the 23rd position.
Yeah, only 2 teams from Group B in there right now, but teams from Group C need to step it up, need to get as many points as they can. On the other side, one interesting thing as well, the team on the 3rd position, they only had 16 kills in total.
Yeah.
So that actually, I think, might be the thing that helps them step over Exodus. If they are more consistent with the placement, they can get more points, because right now Exodus in the previous 2 games, they have taken an early exit. But what is gonna happen in the last game of Erangel, only time will tell. We'll be back after a short break. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split WildCard Region Semi-Finals, and now it's time for game number 4 for Semi-Finals day number 2. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the desk by Ocean Sharma, and the last game, as always, it's going to be on Erangel.
It's going to be Erangel. It's going to be a blazing Erangel, obviously, because I want to see, and I know you guys want to see, and I know even you want to see, will No Chance have a back-to-back third chicken dinner? Because if that happens, I mean, there will be a pure domination. So far, the team is at 159 points and the second team is at 70 points. The difference of first and second is double plus 19, and that's a lot.
So, Ocean, one other thing. I think with the way No Chance has been performing, I think the curse has finally been broken that we have been noticing in India, in South Asia, that the teams that come into the semi-finals with a good performance actually fall apart in here.
Yeah,
and this time I think they have been pretty consistent, but it is there still on some teams because Famous is still not performing. Exodus on the other side, the last two games were pretty horrible for them. But let's have a look at the kill leaders for the overall, as Godless is going to be leading the charge with 30 kills. On the second position is Choconut with 19.
That's a lot. That's a lot, and that is actually like 4+ kills per game, and that's a big number if you just count it. And the thing is, there are 3 players from No Chance out in this one, the top 5 ones. We'll be seeing 6 to 10 as well, but then it's TG Sabo on the third and Exodus Kusle on the fourth, but then Usku comes in. I want to see if there's the final player of No Chance as well in the 6 to 10, because if that happens, I mean, that's gonna be impressive out by the team. And where is Famous or something, we'll have to see that. But then these are the top 5 players in the kill leaders section. And moving on towards the other players, as you can see, NoMercy Skill is out there on the 6th, DreamxTeam is out there on the 7th, Kazin from ZS Esports, Imperial Batman and Famous Power. Alright, so Batman is making up an appearance in this one.
Yeah, Batman is making an appearance, Marvel from Famous is making an appearance, and those two players have only played 3 games till now. So they still have a lot of opportunities to go and contest that player, Godless. But I think that is going to be pretty hard now because 3 games already being gone. They are going to be playing tomorrow as well, but the performances need to be on a totally different level from the way they are playing right now. Because we did see Imperial sort of fall apart a little bit and fumble up here and there. Famous on the other side, the level of performance that you expect from them, like the level of performance that we got to see in the group stages, it's not the same. It feels like a different team is playing.
Yeah, it feels like a different team. I mean, Famous, it was just their first day, so anything can happen in their days that they'll be, contesting tomorrow. We'll be casting tomorrow. They'll be contesting tomorrow, and also that will be one of the things. But then for now, if there is one thing that is obviously No Chance, they'll get a rest tomorrow so that the server does not become too hot for them, and just keep on blazing the guns. So the guns will be getting a rest tomorrow, and then coming back from the afternoon, I think they'll once again.
AU Godless could come back. Or AU Godless could come back in the last game.
You never know. And if it's AUG, it's Godless. And when we were comparing Godless and Batman for the previous game, I just realized one thing in that thing as well. They had 0 grenade kills. That means they just don't rely on any of the throwables. Even if a player is quite long range or mid range or something, they just go for the guns only. They are like, we are so good with those 30 bullets, those 40 bullets or something, that we don't need. They go for throwables like smokes and all just to distract the opponents. But then if it's a gunfight, they'll be taking that gunfight. They won't be sitting behind the barrier and throwing up a grenade. They'll peek outside the barrier, peek outside in the open, and just go for the players.
Yeah, going for the players is what these two players are most known for, and they are showcasing as what they're made of. But like yesterday, is it gonna happen the same way today, wherein it is gonna be the same teams dominating on Erangel, or are we gonna have surprises from this time around? Because as we were talking about during the post-game segment of Miramar, the teams from Group C, they need to step up big time, since most of them are sort of fumbling up against the teams of Group A, and that is not gonna be good for them. But yeah, they have games tomorrow, which is gonna be up against teams from Group B, but you still have wasted 4 games already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that is going to be one of the things. But then maybe they won't be wasting all their 4 games. Maybe they'll be coming back right in this one. Maybe, just maybe, it can just change everything. But then we'll have to see what happens out in all those scenarios, as the game will be live in front of you in a while. And depends upon where the plane path will be, where the players are going to land. Is it going to be the same 4-squad fight in Yasnaya just that happened? Is nobody going to be on the Southern Iron Soul? So let's just dive right into the game, and let's see where each and every player, each and every team will be. As you can see on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, the trajectory is from Stalbert to military base. So you know, Milta, Farm, Shelter, Mansion, Yasnaya, Rozok School, those areas, and obviously Nova Repno and military base are going to be in the equation as well.
Yeah, the high priority areas are definitely going to be there for the drops, but one place that is going to be pretty tricky to reach at, it's going to be the George Pole and the city area across from it, because there are a lot of teams that like to go towards those locations, and it's going to be a drive coming in if you want to go there. But on the other side, NoMercy going for the Stalber Kamishki area for themselves, and famous like always, they are going to go for the Saverny and shooting range. And you have to be careful if you are exiting on those locations, because if like last time the circle forms on the southern side of the island, it is going to be a long tricky rotation for you, and you could be caught off guard. We have seen this happen. It hardly happens that team who are landing on the northern part of the area when the circle is on the southern side, they have a safe location, or they get in easy. Usually they just end up losing like two or one players in there.
Look at this. Famous is going to their drop of 70. That's where they always go, and Black is right next to them. As you can see, Black Manta going for a vehicle, is taking wants to take up a vehicle right now. But a crossbow, please go for a crossbow kill if you can. Go for that kill. I think so. Nope. Yep. The direction was actually quite different from what it should be. That's why this is not going to work right now. But then this is going to be good. Like Black Manta will be surviving to see another day for himself and for the team, and would just like to go to those trade houses if I'm not wrong, and just would like to loot in that area.
Yeah, definitely, because they did land, like Manta specifically, did land quite close to the players of Famous, and you need to get out of there. And the circle is on the eastern side of the island. Oh, look at this. Vengeance, they catch out the players from the side of No Chance off guard, and that is just going to put the players in trouble. Dinesh, he is trying to look out. He has the M4 in his hands, and that is going to dish out a lot of damage. Has the Uzi as well for the close range battle. The player looking to jump out of the apartment. Will he do that? I think he did, and that is going to be bad, as the fight is going to come in on towards Mo. He turns his back and is going to be shot at, and Dinesh, the one free kill is going to be his now.
Easy kill out in this. So obviously he had two guns, so he could just change it for himself. And Exodus Kusle is going for Uzi taps out in the longer ranges. The other players are moving in forward. Mysterious, this is going to be really bad for them. I think we can see just two players going out in this one, and the vehicle almost barely surviving going out inside that area. And now no one's going to be leaving anyone, and one player just goes down. The second one is out there in the water. The shotgun shot still hits him. He is still going to be out there. One player just finished out in this one, and Exodus is going to be looking good, but not anymore, as the cover fire is coming in from the Rozox area, where the edge of the circle is striving right now. Zaku does not have a helmet, is prone to headshots, but for now he will be moving back to looting once again. And Vengeance, they have one kill right now, but can this increase that number? We'll have to find out.
You'll definitely have to find out, but I think that has to be a good start, a good momentum to be building up. As in getting a kill as soon as you land is going to give you so much confidence for your later stages, later fights, and specifically if you come across the same team yet again. But on the other side, so No Chance, they are going to go in. Qadar goes in, running into the arms of Vengeance, and they, with their arms spread wide open, will welcome the kill yet again. As I was saying, one player was taken down earlier. The next one just sacrifices himself. Like, what is going on?
I mean, it was like he wanted to take that vehicle or something. I mean, there was something that just happened out in that one. Maybe it would have been their strategy, like to go in and just go out from that area without anything. He did not have that much of a loot or something.
Yeah.
So that was like one of the things. And Team Gravity Sebo, is he all alone in this area?
I think he's all alone, and he has been cornered as well. This is going to be a rough situation, but still manageable, since it is a 2 versus 1 situation right now. Sebo can still come out on top, but he gets on the vehicle on the other side that was parked on the other side of the houses, and the players from the side of Pain, they hear the sound. They are going in on the action. Sebo, can the damage be dished out? No. Forbid misses everything he shoots, and Sebo is going to be pretty happy about that. He is just going to rotate out of here towards his teammates. And Pain, I think they are going to be upset about it. Will they go in for a chase? Forbid gets into the vehicle, and he has his teammate with him. I think they are going in for the chase on Team Gravity's solo player. Sebo needs to be really careful. He needs to run. He needs to find those weapons, those utilities to take these fights.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the release will be needed out in this one, and the fights, because if not now, then the final circle, it's gonna make a lot of difference for the players out there. And Sebo is moving in, and watch my gameplays. Whitey just fell down out on some surface or something, and 4Angry is out in this water city area. I mean, it's a good area, but I think they will need to move inside the circle or something. And Imperial, they are in a best spot because this spot is not contested. It's still inside the circle, so they'll have a lot of time to loot it for themselves. And White, where did he fall down from that he just got so much damage in Pochinki?
Yeah, we have no idea about that, but they need to be careful about that. Did he just mistime something, or did he just nade himself or something?
I know his health would have been lower.
A lot lower,
previously, because otherwise in Pochinki there's no area, there's no place that your health can just go down like that.
There's not a team in there as well.
Yeah, there's no team in there as well. So maybe just having some fun or something, and that just went that just backfired or something like that. SwankyGaming on your screens is once again in that apartment area from where they started their day in the Erangel. They are gonna end it like that only inside the circle right now. So if you see, all right, look at this TG. Sebo is at one area. Octus is far behind from the team. That can backfire for a team.
That can definitely backfire, but I think the thing can work out in their favor as well, because there is no other team present in their direction unless team NoChanceTeam actually decide to move towards the main island right now, which they are not doing. Imperials on the Nova Repnoi area, they are going to have trouble as well, as while crossing towards the main island, while crossing towards the Farm Milta area, they are going to be contested as well. And as you were talking about, things not working out, Pain Gaming actually make contact with the players from the side of TG, and that is just going to be really troublesome for them, because as we saw, Octus was not there. That is going to be a 3 versus fight happening. Pain, they are going to have an advantage in that situation, but we still have to see if TG are going to engage in on that, or will they try and get away. But right now, on our screens, it's going to be the players from the side of NoMercy. They are inside the circle, but they have to still try and make their way towards the center. So if the circle makes a shift, they will have the rotation in towards the next one. On the other side, Exodus decided to head towards the city area across from Georgopol, and the blue zone is closing in right now. Exodus, they are still in towards the blue zone, but I think the players from the side of NoMercy have been spotted out the player Black Zeus from team BlackTeamMGL, and he is going for the wraparound in that UAS, but the noise being made is going to give away information about his location, and Zeus just got shot at, drops down to 75% health. He needs to be really careful, needs to regroup with his teammate. Oh, NoMercy, they are split apart, and the players can actually dish out a lot of damage on Zeus. Zeus is still trying to run away. The shots being fired from Galaxy are going to miss its mark, and Zeus is going to run behind cover, but takes a lot of shots from the other direction. Hell is there for cover, but it is still going to be a 2 versus 4 situation, which is definitely not good for them.
And NoMercy, they are split up, so it's going to be a good thing for them, but then they don't have Zeus in their eyesight right now, because there is a ridge that is covering that guy. So obviously it's going to be something, but look at this. Team Gravity, they have a higher ground out in this one, right, for no chance. What's going to happen? Hakaisu is at the top of the mountain. He can spot the players, and if there's a wrong movement, he can just fall down and give a kill to the players. So both the things can happen, but now they just decide to charge into the other directions, and the first airdrop, ladies and gentlemen, has the highest firing gun out there, M249, with an extended quick drop for the snipers, obviously, and military vest and a helmet, obviously, as well in this one. So if anything, we'll have to see whether the circle just shifts in, and if a player just picks it up, and will smoke on your screen is in the Milta area, and there's still the first circle. 10 minutes into the game, the first circle is still out there and hasn't started yet, and Wolves squads Evola also with that FPP switch for himself. They are in the circle right now. Each and every team, they still have to get inside the circle right now, but still the players that are in the circle, it's a really good thing for them. No chances chaos, and Chocolate just moving in to the circle area right now alongside the other players. We'll have to see if this team does the same thing that they have done in the previous 2 games. That is getting a back-to-back chicken.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be incredible. But on the other side, xCloud from the side of WMGxCloud, he fell down again.
There's a second player from the same team that just fell down.
Yeah, and the player did fall down outside of Pochinki area.
Yep.
a lot of hilarious things happening in this with that team specifically, and they are split apart as well, so they need to be careful. Whitey is right now going back to his teammate. He was trying to rotate in with Brad into the circle, but now he has to go back to revive his teammate. I think that has to be really inconvenient, and the words are going to be exchanged between them. I'm pretty sure about that. But on the other side, Pain Gaming, they are going to make their way towards the center of the zone right now, controlling the compounds and being ready for the next fight. That has to be the plan for them. On the other side, for Angry, they are going to make their way. They are still in the blue zone, so they need to make their way into the neutral area and then towards the play zone next. Exodus, now they are exiting the city. Now they start making their way in towards the circle. That can not work out for them. They need to be really, really careful, and I hope they have a lot of heals for them, because look at this. Look at the minimap. Exodus and 4 Angry are the only two teams in the blue zone right now, as NOChanceTeam actually make it in there. But they are quite close to the two players from the side of WMG.
I know why Exodus is using this kind of strategy, like moving in really, really late for them.
Yeah.
It can backfire. Moreover, this is the second circle. If they don't prioritize the circle, they'll be losing the fights, not with the players, but with the circles, and that should not happen at any cost. On the southern side, there's no teams or no players out there. The southerns is empty out there. TG Octus takes on one player as well. And right now, you can see no chances moving in. They're just charging in. Look at them. That is like each and every player has its own personal car right now.
Yeah.
That is a good thing that they can move into different directions. A bad thing that they cannot go for the cover fires if the player gets shot. Just like Chaos is on low SP right now. No one can cover fire from their team, and that's going to be a bad thing for themselves. But right now, WMG Brat is still once again just trying to spot some players, is jumping out in the area so that he can have the longer directional space. He can see the vehicles out there, but the vehicles are just gone, and no bullet is gonna be hitting them right now. SwankyGaming's players are on the shelter area, the side houses of the shelter area. So far, each and every team is inside the circle, and I think somebody's gonna loot the next airdrop that's arriving out on the northern side of Lipovka.
Yes, somebody has to go for the loot on that one, but we like what is going to be in there, we are going to find out in the next couple of seconds. But still, that is not going to be an uncontested one. Famous is there. The two players from the side of Black are present there as well, so they have to take the fight before they actually can go for that one. But on the other side, a huge cluster of the teams have moved towards the center, or towards the mansion area, as the blue zone is coming in. It's going to make contact with the play zone now, and the circle is going to shift towards the Yasna mansion sort of a situation. The two areas being covered by the next circle. So just a northern rotation, but that's going to be a northern open rotation. You need to be really careful in that one. On the other side, look at this. Imperial Batman in a 1 versus 3 situation. His teammates have already gone by, and he is going to look to rotate as well. But he needs to be careful so that he does not get caught out by the players from that. They can lay out a trap. But NoChanceTeam is going to be passing by along with these compounds. And as we were saying, all the 4 players have individual vehicles. So they did split up right over there. You saw one of the players take a massive shift, and it was Usuku. Usuku could be punished for that. It's the players from the side of Imperials. They have caught onto him, but he just wraps around them and regroups with his entire team.
Yeah, I mean, just wrapping around, moving in from one direction to the other, and when the Zeus just goes down by TG Saber, so Team Gravity is still in the fight, as you can see in the mansion area, all those sites, and the guys who is also taking the fights against the other players of Vengeance that are just running away from the fights right now. The circle is a really different one in this one, and a mysterious player just takes on Famous and just finishes him. So Famous's Susok has been taken down out in their fights, and Shivas will be finished down by Sebo as well, just confirming the kill, and obviously will be enjoying the loot. They have a vehicle as well for themselves, which is a really good thing. Dinesh is out in the open area right now. Dinesh is out with one of the players out in this one. That we'll have to see what happens, as the players are in the... See, a shack like this is good, but what if a vehicle just comes in charging on them and just, just blasts it or something? That will be a bad scenario for them.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be a bad scenario, so Vengeance need to be careful about that one. But look at this. A triangle has formed between Famous, the players from Vengeance, and the players from Mysterious. They need to be careful in their next rotations as well, because they are on the center of... not the center, they are on the edge of the circle right now. And if the next shift, if the next zone is not on them and they need to get out of here, It's going to be an open run that they need to make. And before that, the fights need to take place as Mosquito is trying to spam shot on that vehicle and see if he can get some damage on it, because Mysterious, they are definitely going to use it to get out of there. And if the vehicle is already damaged and Mysterious get in on it and try and run away in that, they can be finished off in an instant.
Yeah, that's totally true out there. Well, we will have to see what happens. And WildCard now, as you can see on the screens, has level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, level 3 backpack, totally a level 3 equipped person. They have that. They have the eyes on that US and are blasting out the tires out in this one with the Mini 14. Famous is Marvel as well with that M4 out for themselves. So this is kind of a shocker for me. If anything, there's a third circle. The players are still outside the circle right now. No chances. Ankle is outside the circle. Jal is still in the circle, but then they have to move in. And so is the other Wolf squad. The Wolf squad has to move inside the circle as well right now as they are trying to go for it. Sinister from TG. TG has all the 4 players surviving. TG has had a good run in one of the games. The first game that they just had a really impressive run in, and can they not just continue that run right now, because they have had 2 bad games right now. The quick decision taking capability, the thing that we talk about, we'll have to see if that just kicks in. And the circle has left the prison area, ladies and gentlemen. We will be having a mini map feed on our screens. We'll see that where the circle is and how the players are going to be rotating and or moving out in that one. Famous Amar on the screens, ladies and gentlemen, is going for the grenades or something. And talking about the circle, we can see that it is on the Yasnaya Polyana side through our mini map feed. And the third airdrop has the M249 for itself. Marvel goes down out there as Mr. Zaku is low on health right now. Famous Mosquito with that Uzi is going to clutch in. The players are moving in forward. The Sports one player takes him down. 35 bullets in the gun as well right now. Mosquito, can he go for a 1v4? He has done a 1v2 right now. Zaku is full on health right now. We'll have to see as Mosquito is moving in forward. On the other side, Zaku is outside the house. Zaku is going 1-1 against Amara as Amara also goes down. This is really bad. And Mosquito with a crowd shot. If there was no crowd shot, that would have been the end game for Famous.
Yeah, it would have been an end game, but Musket, once again, we saw Famous step up big, and this was another big step up. But on the other side, look at this, NoMercy. They are going to be in trouble as they come across the players from the side of TG, and it is going to be a close round engagement where in TG they have already control of the house for themselves. Shred 2K kill right on the outside, but TG, okay, so this situation just got a lot more interesting because the players from the side of Wolves were passing by, and Hugo was knocked down by the players from the side of TG. So that entire squad is going to be forced to join in on this collision as the revive is going to come in on Yuzo. And you see the players from the side of Wolves, they are already positioning themselves for the next engagement.
Kill has a grenade in his hands that can take Hakas, who is cooking up the grenade in a really good way. But will he be throwing it? That's a big question. Ping Lack Burst takes one player, and 4 Sona also goes on by WMGYT. So that's something. Kill is really close, and he is going for a low toss to smoke for the back end.
He needs to back off.
Yeah, he's going for the low toss smoke so that he can, back off. But will it happen in time? Because if not TG, if Wolves just spot him, they are just going to take him down. And talking about it, see, Vengeance has also been taken down right now. So the second squad wipe happened in the 4th circle, like around 18 minutes mark. So it has been slow fights in this Erangel right now.
Yeah, it has been a lot of slow fights, but a lot of people are just dying, as we did see WMG take out one of the players from the side of 4 Angry with a car. Team Gravity, they are looking to get out of here. They get in the vehicles. They are trying to run away, but Kill with that AK in his hand did give out a lot of damage to one of the vehicles. They relocate. They do not want to exit. They do not want to disengage this fight. They just want to keep this going. But now they have positioned themselves from outside the circle to a compound that was inside the circle, and now they are going to be taking on the squad of Wolves instead of NoMercy for now. But NoMercy, they focus on Wolves as well, as Wolves are in a bad situation. They just got sandwiched, and Mo and Ebola, they are in a bad situation. They are two of the players that are sort of stressed up. Hugo, the man who was in the compound right behind them, he did get knocked down again. So NoMercy, while charging, and they need to be careful as well because they know the position of TG out in that one house. And the revive on Hugo is going to come in as Smoker is in close to him. But the teams are still being really careful. No one is rushing in, and I think now is going to be the time that TG, Team Gravity, decide to disengage and prioritize prioritize their spot inside the next play zone instead of just wasting time in this fight.
Yeah, that is a really good choice by them. They are going for a good placement as well. And look at that, 1 HP remaining on Wolf Squad's players. As Shred is just gonna go and shred them out with the Uzi as he's moving forward. Takes down one easy. Meow is on the other side. Hugo is down as well. Smoker is on low HP. What's gonna happen? That is a big question. Ray still surviving, still barely surviving out. There's gonna pop up a first hit. 4 Angry gets eliminated. This is the fight that's happening, but Angry gets eliminated after Sabo goes down out in the fight of 4 Angry and Team Gravity. We'll have to see if they can, just continue the fight right now from the next teams that that are gonna be out there. As SwankyGaming goes takes down NoChance's ankle right now, and Shred, now the team is in trouble as they are getting shotted from all the directions. Shred has to move inside the circle right now, the 5th circle. The damage will be catastrophic. Has 4 first hits, but can he pop them up in time? It's going to be a big question. No, he cannot kill with just 1 HP surviving. That's going to be the end of NoMercy as Wolf Squad actually win that fight.
Yeah, that was the end, and they needed to move in a little early as NoChance is going to take an exit, but I think the damage was done to Wolf Squad as well, so now they need to be careful as Swanky is going to be taken out. TG Hakayesu, he catches one of the players off guard out in the open, and the knock is going to come in, but on the other side, BlackTeamMGL right now trying to find the players from the side of Pain Gaming. So that was an interesting situation as well when 4 Angry, they were sandwiched between Pain and TG, but TG sort of swapped places. Now TG was in a bad sword, and as I said, Wolves, the damage was done to them. Wolves exit the game. Watch my GP exit the game. Down to the top 7 team, 24 players in there. Famous, they lose a lot of players for themselves as well. Famous is going to be in trouble now.
Yeah, that is totally true. Team Gravity is also out there with 2 players surviving. 1 player needs a revive right now. And BlackTeamMGL with 2 players surviving. 1 needs a revive for himself as well. Famous has had lost 1 of the players, but then will that just stop them from having a chicken dinner is going to be a big question. NoChance has 3 kills for themselves, but still their hope is not lost. TG Hakayasu was going for the spray for the dabs on the players out there, and we'll have to see what happens out on that one. TG Octus as well, as you could just see, was trying to spot the players. Black Hell is out in this one. We'll have to see what they can do as Black Manta is moving forward. Black Hell spots 1 player from Team Gravity. He has taken a lot of damage for himself. 10 HP. Famous Amara is on domination right now. 3 kills for Amara right now. That is just impressive. Pain Maga goes down. That in just 1 HP is where Pain is surviving right now. Maga has had a proper domination. Imperial Stray still trying to spot the players. GG from Imperial GG is just 1 player strong right now. 0 kills. This can just change everything. The previous game that was amazing, and now Imperial Ray is being shot from the other side as well as the revives are coming in from Pain's side.
Yeah, Pain has 9 kills up until this point, but look at this. NOChanceTeam is still standing strong in this game with all 4 players alive, and the forecast for the winner chicken dinner 25%. That's a lot, but Hakayasu from Team Gravity out in the open. He was trying to fight out in the open, and Musket is going to punish him for that with the shots coming in, but the nade is going to get a kill for themselves. And Imperial GG, they are going to be taken down. Musket is going to be taken down from the side of Famous, and now we are down to the top 5 teams with just 14 players surviving. Pain Gaming, they have been amazing. They have been playing really well till now, but can they go for the chicken dinner? As Moraga, he's going to be caught out in the open by the players from the side of NoChance, and Choconut is going to get the knock. Can he get the finish? Exodus, once again, an open fight being punished, and it was NoChanceTeam that are doing all the punishing, that are dishing out the punishment.
Yeah, 5 teams remaining, 10 players alive, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen? There's a 6th circle, but still the fights are on and on and on, and NoChance, can they? Or can they not have a back-to-back 3rd chicken dinner? I mean, the players' advantage shows that they can. They don't have anyone behind them. They have everyone right in front of them, and they are spotting the players. Once again, they have spotted the players out there, and Exodus exits the stage out in this one, as NoChance is not giving any chance to anyone right now. Pain Gaming as well, 3 teams surviving. It's what's going to happen? Famous exits the stage as well. Team Gravity, will this be their chance right now? The first Erangel was Team Gravity's chicken dinner, and NoChance had a bit of exit out in that one. 4 versus 3, ladies and gentlemen. Will Team Gravity reign strong and on Erangel, or will it be no chances gameplay? 4 versus 3. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen? The 6th circle grenade was fairly close to Chocolate, but he still survives to save the day. His own grenade is coming in. It can be on Hakaisu. If it just drops in, that will be bad and catastrophic. Hakaisu has had a bit of damage. Chocolate really close to him, has an info for himself. Sabo right in front of them. A ridge, a smaller ridge is separating them. A tree cover is also right out there. Usuko is moving in from the other side. Octus has a car cover for himself. Hakaisu has a car cover for himself. Sabo has a ridge cover himself. Gets shot at, takes some shot, is on 50% HP. Not anymore, has been taken down. That is how Chocolate is going to move in right now. Chocolate goes down as well. But M249 from Octus, but does not do any damage. Hakaisu is the lone survivor. Usuko is moving in forward from the left. Will he be taking him down? I think so. No, he cannot. Hakaisu is still surviving. 5 bullets make it 40. Now it's Chaos moving in, and Godless is just out far behind right now. Chaos is moving. Will Chaos create chaos out here in this one? The car can be blasted. The car can be blasted. No, 1v1 fight. Hakaisu and Godless. But Godless is a god as he takes the win. 3 back-to-back chicken dinners. This was impressive.
This was impressive from the side indeed, and I think it was impressive from the side of Team Gravity as well, as Hakaisu in a 1 versus 4 was so calm in that situation. Took down 3 players, but it was the man, it was the myth, it was the legend Godless who was required to end this.
He sent everyone up front. He was like,
you try it out.
You go. All right, wait, I'll show you how it's done. And he just showed it. And who's going to be the MVP this time? All right, it's a different one, but then it's from the same team. So Juggernaut making up an appearance, 4 kills, 929 damage, 22 minutes and 54 seconds of survival time, and 12 kilometers almost. That's in just one map.
Yeah, in just one map, and the map wasn't even called Miramar. So that was impressive from this team, and they started out all the way from the military base island. So coming in with those longer rotations, and it was long rotations that they went for, because first they went in towards the Milta sort of a situation, then when the circle moved up north, they still wrapped around, and then they continued to move it. So it was sort of that split that happened. But once again, let's have a look at the top 5 players from this game and see who all are going to be joining Choconut, and I think Sebo is definitely going to be there. Sebo is on the first position, 6 kills, 751 damage. Choconut on the second, 4 kills, 929 damage. Pain Gaming's GNBGN is going to be on the third with 4 kills, 495 damage. Godless on the fourth with 3 kills, 496 damage, and Famous Amara on the fifth with 3 kills, 451 damage.
I mean, this is an impressive performance by the players from Team Gravity and No Chance, obviously. Famous also making up an appearance out in this one. So overall, this was a good in all game. And Famous finished on the third. So I would like to see, like, in the overalls, because with just 4 games, with just 3 games, they were in top 7, while the other teams are at 7 games. So let's just have a look in this Erangel standings, where each and every team is out here, because you know it, who's gonna win it. Once again, 11. So first game 11 kills, second game 11 kills, third game 11 kills, and fourth games as well 11 kills. No Chance Team is out here on the first position. Team Gravity on the second, Pain Gaming on the third, Famous on the fourth, Imperial GG on the fifth, Exodus on the sixth, Wolf Squad on the seventh, and BlackTeamMGL is out there on the 8th spot right now. But moving on, let's see the teams that failed to make up an impact in this one. Watch My GP. The previous game was really good for them, but this time it was not the case. So SwankyGaming once again dropping down. NoMercy as well, Vengeance as well, Mysterious, No Chance, and 4 Angry. So 4 Angry was really good in this, Sanhok and Miramars, but this time they kind of dropped a lot.
Yeah, they did drop down a lot, but I'm happy about the fact that I'm not seeing Exodus in there now in the bottom 8, in the bottom 7.
Yeah.
Because that team does need to earn the points. They are sitting on the second position for now. But tomorrow they could be in trouble, just because the teams from Group C and B will have games and they will be playing, and Exodus is not going to be part of that. So securing a spot today for the teams of Group A was important, and I think one team that succeeded in that was No Chance Team. Let's have a look at the overall standings and see how big of a gap is going to be between the first and the second position. All right. Yeah, more than 100 points. That feels about right, I think.
That feels about right. So, all right. One thing. You remember when we said no team has had 6 chicken dinners so far? I think we can surely find a team really soon.
Yeah, because 2 days in 8 games played, 4 chicken dinners.
50% of the win is with NOChanceTeam. Team Gravity on the 2nd, Exodus on the 3rd, Famous on the 4th already. So I think if there's one team that can, compete with No Chance, it can be Famous if there is anything.
Yeah, because interesting thing, I think if I remember correctly, if my memory serves me right,
No.
NOChanceTeam did also get 71 points in their first day.
Exactly. Not just everyone, yeah, but they were out in that area, and that is just, more than impressive. So we'll have to see. But see, not every team can have back-to-back 3 chicken dinners. That will be one thing. So we will have to see if Famous just goes for it or not. Black Team is out there on the 5th, Swanky on the 6th, Mysterious on the 7th, and NoMercy was out there on the 8th position. But then moving on, Dream Team was out there on the 9th, Imperial GG on the 10th, Zeus Esports on the 11th, Andromeda on the 12th, Pain Gaming on the 13th, GoodFellows on the 14th, WMGxCloud on the 15th, and Wolf Squad on the 16th. So, I mean, these were the top 16 that are in a good spot. But after this comes the teams that are kind of in
a bad situation, and it's going to be LordNepal on the 17th, Vengeance on the 18th, 4 Angry on the 19th, Watch My GP on the 20th, MT on the 21st, No Chance on the 22nd, and GoodBoys on the 23rd for now.
Difference on the 1st and 23rd team is 180 points.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Difference in the first and the second team is 100 points.
That's
more than 100 points.
A lot. 103. Yeah, that's also a lot. So we'll have to see like how it just takes in and how it just kicks in, because the teams will be playing once again, and I would like to see what No Chance does once again when they just come in.
Yeah, we have to see what is going to happen, because as we said, you are supposed to play 16 games, and I think they have...
I think they did not get the memo. They were like, we have to play just
8
less games.
And let's have a look at the kill leaders. Okay, look at this. Kill leaders right now, Godless sitting on 33. The second position is being taken by Choconut with 23. So 10 kill difference between 2 teammates. Sebo from Team Gravity, he's going to be on the 3rd position, 22 kills. Usuku from No Chance is also in there on the 4th position with 12 kills. Exodus Kusle on the 5th with 10 kills.
This used to be the same thing like in South Asia when we were casting for PMCO. There was INES Badrev, if you remember. So Badrev had 40 kills and the second difference was 20 kills. So that was already the difference out there. So that's the same thing that he was going for. And out there from 6 to 10, you can see NoMercy Skill is out there on the 10 kills. IMB Batman on the 7th, Musket on the 8th, and Marvel on the 9th. So all of them have 10 kills, but then Shed2k comes in out on the 10th position. He has 9 kills for his bank right now, as of now. And
like the 3 players from NOChanceTeam put together, I think they have 50 plus kills, 50 or 60 plus kills around.
I want a head-to-head of the first and the second kill leader from the same team.
Yeah.
I want to see where they are, like Choconut and Godless. What is that one thing that Godless is doing that Choconut is lagging, but still he is out in the top 2.
Yeah.
So like that thing will be like more than impressive, but then that thing obviously might come tomorrow.
It might come tomorrow, or I think the better point would be to look at these players when we are done with all the games, because then at that point I think we will have a lot more information about all the players, because still the stats are going to be here and there, since Group A is sitting at 8 games, B is sitting at 4, C is sitting at 4 as well. But more games are going to be played tomorrow between Groups B and C. We are signing off for today. You guys take care, tune back in tomorrow. Till then, take care, good night, and bye-bye.